Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you made it. And good morning, New Eden. How we doing, chat? Good morning. Y'all recovered from last night? Are we recovered from the stream of the night? The stream of the night last night. We recovered. Silentus coming in, tier 1 out of your mind. Richard Darkstar, tier 1. Out of your mind for 21 months. Wowzer, yeah. And Noob Games also. Twitch Primes, out of your mind. Fantastic. 21 months. From Richard Darkstar. Huge support. Thank you for that. Good morning, Eve Enjoyers. We do also have a hype train in the intro. Yeah, so we're going to go get that done. We have a lot to do today. And in fact, we'll do the hype train as high as it goes. But in about, I uninstalled my AI and got a new one. Those that know. In 20 minutes, we're going to do a nice interview with a very excellent Eve tool that I guarantee you, those of you that know it, love it. And I guarantee you, those of you that have not heard of it will be using it by the end of today's stream. So that's going to be happening in just a moment. We're going to interview this person. It's very exciting stuff. I love being able to feature members of the category with the various things that we have. So we're going to show up and give the people what they want. Good to see you, Hubert. Good to see you. Welcome in, Zeno. How we doing, Next? Good to see you, Darken. How we doing, Bellum? Good to see you. Good morning, Spiegel. Welcome in. What once was? Good to see you, Warden Aquarius. Fantastic. Kevin, good to see you. And Moosey? Is that Moosey? Musicus. Fantastic. Good to see you. Bye, Moon Man 07 to you. Welcome to Jada Blackthorn Champlain. Good to see you. Beastly coming in. Twitch Prime. Out of your mind. Manchild 07. Sardacar, how we doing? Noobs, good to see you. Pilot, welcome. Fat Penguin 07 to you. That's right. Good to see you. Dodge, Darken. Man, so many people at the start of today's stream. It's almost like you're ready for tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. Okay, we do have a hype train happening right now. And if you're brand new here, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Please give nothing. Do not sub, do not bit, do 0 things. With that said, the higher this number goes, the more we give to the people for every level of hype train. We will give away 100 million ISK. At level 2, it's 200 million ISK. And at level 5, we're going to give away a box, a bisque box, to the people. Now, tomorrow's subathon is going to be quite large. Yesterday's hype trains were understandably tiny, comparatively, because I know that the people are waiting for tomorrow. So if we only go to level 2 or even a little bit higher, I understand. These are never required. Never required. That's why we always use them to give back to the people. Alexander, good to see you. Glad you're doing the PI stuff tomorrow, Chad. Yes. We'll talk about that right now, actually, while the hype train is happening. Tomorrow is our 50,000 YouTube sub yeet. 50,000 YouTube subscriber event. 12 plus hours of EVE Online goodies. Community fleets for most of the day. We have years of Omega to give. Years. Delicious. And of course, 3 trillion ISK as a goal given away in a single 12-hour stream. 3 Trisk. That's right. Ready to collect.
I'm ready, Loru. Can I have some Trisk?
That's tomorrow, chaps. That's tomorrow. Okay, it's going to be tomorrow. RSVP by clicking on the stream here and clicking this notify me. This will RSVP you. You can also RSVP inside of our Discord by using, if I can open up my Discord, by using the event section right here and clicking on interested right here. I'll even make it easy for y'all because many of you are here that you're brand new. Click on this, click on the interested right here. That will give you a notification and it molds to your time zone. Both Discord and YouTube, these mold to your time zone. So it starts at 10 a.m. for me, but I'm on the East Coast in the States, so it might be different for y'all. So don't miss this because you have the wrong time zone, okay? So that's tomorrow. 12 plus hours, 3 trillion ISK, years of Omega, community fleets all day, and we'll be flying our first ever command carrier on stream, the Gaia. She's fit. The pod is ready. She's in the location, ready to go. This is shaping up to be one of the biggest fleets of our career. By almost double. Don't miss it, chat. Don't miss it. I'm going to honor the YouTube people. Alexander coming in, dropping a YouTube membership. That's +1 for YouTube. So what we're going to do, that's YY. +1 YouTube. So if this says 1 sub left, I'm going to treat it like it's the next thing. Nullcrafter, tell me what you have, my friend. Tell me what you have, my friend. I will accept this in just a moment. So, am I interested in buying this? Probably not. All of my ISK is going towards other things right now. Probably not, my friend. Probably not. Thank you for the question, but I'm going to be... All of my ISK is going towards the subathon right now. Tor coming in, getting 5 subs for the community! Look at that. Look at that. Well done. Level 3 hype train on the docket. Fantastic. Let's make this 300. Let's make this 300. I don't know why I failed there. 300 million ISK. Only 1 sub gets us to level 4 because we're honoring our YouTube memberships as well. +1. I make the rules here. Just because this is a Twitch hype train doesn't mean we can't get Kick or YouTube or X or Facebook, the other platforms that we're on, involved. If there's support anywhere, we'll choose to give back to the community. Thank you for that. So, excellent job. Thank you to be here, Tor. Good to have you. Thanks for that. Beastie Skittles, also, I don't know if I called you out.
Twitch Prime. Out of your mind.
And good to see you, my friend. Yes. Good to have you all. We got a lot to do today, chat. Big show. Big show. We got a lot of prep work for tomorrow. And it's going to be a great day. If you want to get ready for this stream tomorrow, for the 12-hour 50K subathon yeet, I would have a ship in Jeddah, okay? Have a ship in Jeddah, have a pod in Jeddah. We're going to announce the actual location on the day. And I have 100 fully fit ships to give away for this fleet. I'm going to read these off to you. This is the marketing team from Fleet, the ones that are helping us host this. Not in a Fleet, FL33T. We'll talk about them soon. From them, I am buying 50 Abaddons, 50 Punishers, 20 XX Logis, and 15 Tackle Monster ships. I'm giving them out for free tomorrow. So any ship class guidance, the short answer is mid-range armor ships. That's what we're going for tomorrow. Okay, so you'll have more information tomorrow. We're trying not to give away all the information before because we don't want the enemy fleets to have too much information. Okay, it's going to be big. It's going to be big. So we need Logi. What I'll tell you is buy nothing right now because tomorrow when we form the fleet, Bear That Cares will be able to tell us all the things. So, all the things. Sento, we're going to see. I'm not sure about the Friday fleet today because we have a lot of stuff going on today. First, we're going to do this interview. So, chat, hype train going on right now. We've got an interview in about 15 minutes. About 15 minutes. Okay. So, when that, at the top of the hour, we're going to be interviewing, we're actually going to be interviewing the owner of the Rift Intel Fusion tool who won third-party app of the year at the EVE Creators event last year. It was before I won the creator award for video creator. They accepted it, came back, he was sitting right in front of me, and I handed him my card, and I was like,
Hey, when we're done, send me a DM. We'll talk about your app. Happy to feature it.
Chad, I've told you, because we're the biggest channel, one of the biggest channels in the entire category, I'm going to use it to feature all the fun stuff that community is doing. It's not just my guides. There's so many quality people out there making awesome stuff for the community. So Rift Intel Fusion Tool or Rift, we're going to interview this person in just a moment. Nohis is the creator. We're going to interview them at the top of the hour right after this hype train is completed. So look, I'm going to give you a little bit more information about the subathon tomorrow. It's going to be 12 plus hours, and the Gaia Yeet is starting out at about 17 GMT. Okay. So be in Jeddah like an hour before, really. Guys, I can't stress this enough. This is not a normal NPSI fleet. This is shaping up to be the biggest fleet of our entire career by several orders of magnitude. The previous large fleet that was a record was about 250 to 300 people. I have soft confirmation we have almost double. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a lot of stuff. So be ready at like 16 GMT, an hour before. That way you can get the information, we can form the fleet. It's going to be very large, a lot of moving parts. And then when we're ready, I'm going to throw my Gaia into the fray and have a great time with it. So, you know, I wouldn't say that yet, Blackthorn, because there's a lot of other parties that are going to be showing up for this. So we got just a little bit of time left on this hype train, chat. If you're brand new, do not feel pressured to enter in. The higher this goes, 11 seconds, the bigger it gets. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ipsa coming in the last second. He can't keep getting away with this. 10 subs for the community. Ipsa showing up. My goodness. Ipsa 07 to you. Thank you for the sub bomb, brother. Good to see you're consistently generous. Went right past level 4 into level 5, 500 million-esque. That means a bisque box has been achieved. Let's give some bisque in a box to the community. How unusual, low disc. I know, how unusual. Now, many of you, you know...
Loru is faking it. He doesn't have trillions of ISK to give away. He's a liar. He doesn't have the ISK. That's 356 large-scale injectors. The value of these is about 265 billion ISK. This is one of the giveaways. One. Today. Right now.
That's my real voice confirmed. Today, right now, we're going to be giving away 3 LSIs to today's box winner. 3 is still a lot, but we're going to save the rest of the LSIs for tomorrow. So let's go do this. Let's go make sure this is done. Give box. What's today? Today's the 31st, right? Yeah, 31st. We'll give a nice box. We'll give 3 LSIs to the winner of that box. That's 2.3 billion. You know, sounds good enough to me. Goodness freaking gracious. You know, let's go do it. Let's go give the people what they want, baby. So, level Anonymous gifter dropping 25 subs for the community. An anonymous. An anonymous moose. An anonymous gifter, 25. Wowzer, chat. Let's get some 07s in chat for the anonymous moose, and your best moose emojis for the anonymous gifter, raising this hype train level up to level 8. Just to be clear, Everybody will be eligible to enter into this. It's free to do. It's free to do. So was it my wife? No, we don't gift ourselves subs. That's small PP energy. And we don't do that here. We just don't. In 3.5 minutes, everybody will be eligible to enter in. I actually, as a quick aside, please, I actually saw that. There was a clip trending yesterday that some big streamer that was at Streamer University, the Kai Cenat stuff, was like gifting himself subs to keep the hype train going. Look, you guys know that we don't viewbot. We don't cheat. We don't... That's lying to the community. I'd rather have a smaller, quote, smaller community and have it be with integrity. Oh, I know, insane. I saw this clip yesterday. Then lie to all of you. Because, you know, the lies come out. What's the line from Doctor Strange? The bill comes due. You know, that's... I'm not... Did he get caught doing that too? Man. Well, we know about the size of the PP then. Weren't talking about pirate software, but here we are. So, you know, we don't do that here. Panyo, Twitch...
Primed, out of your mind.
We actually were not talking about pirate software, but apparently he did that too. I have no idea. I'm not sure. I choose to believe, chat. Not because it's true necessarily, but because it's funny. I saw this meme. It was like,
Screw doing my own research. I'ma start believing people.
You know, just, it's crazy. So funny, chat. Yo, Fuitek, thanks for the 100 biddies. Yeah. Good to see you. Good to see you. So, we never forget. I mean, there it is. So, you know, it's pretty crazy, Blackthorn. It's pretty crazy. And that's kind of what I'm talking about, right? I'd rather stay a couple hundred viewers for the rest of my career and do it with integrity than have 10,000 and be a millionaire, but have lied to all of you about the amount of clout. Not for me. No thanks. I'd rather, when I go, I want to go knowing that I have no regrets and I lived well enough. You know, I don't want to pull one over on the people that are choosing to spend their time here. You can go to any stream. You can do anything you want, but instead you're here. So I'm trying this. Optimal happiness is believing whatever's funniest. I love it, dude. It does, Tor. Right? You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how we do it. That's right, Captain. Exactly correct. So, chat, thanks for the big support today. I'm going to do something you probably have never seen another content creator do. Let this hype train go at level 8. Let it go. Let us stop at 800 million because in just a couple minutes, we are going to be interviewing the owner of Rift Tool and have a great time with it. Save the stuff for Ipsa. Fine. My man. Absolute Chad Ipsa. I love it. That's fantastic, dude. Bombeldo made barter? Good. He's deserved it from week 1. You know why? It's fun. If he didn't make partner, what are they doing over there? You know what I mean? Like, it's, well, that's a story for another time. So, Bombeldo's having fun with it, and he's genuinely doing something the category has not had in the past. And it can't just be me and Crash and Toxic and Pando doing all these crazy fun things. Now we get another person. The more creators in the category doing fun stuff, the better. The better. For you, Trent. You're not my dad. You can tell me what to do. Fair enough. I mean, if it goes higher, that's fine, chat. We'll just start the interview and we'll just keep the hype train going. Whatever y'all want to do. You know what I'm saying? So there it is, chat. Level 8 hype train. Excellent job. Well done. Level 8 hype train. Excellent job. We are going to be giving to the people 800 million-isk and a box with 3 LSIs in it. Yes, one of just a couple. We only have a couple LSIs left. You know, chat? I'm down to my last 500 LSIs. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'm going to have to... You know, I'm going to have to figure out how to get more LSIs, right? Smart Smurf coming in tier 1.
Out of your mind.
Was it level 9? I'll call it a level 9. Fantastic. Fine with me. 900 million-esque and a box will be given to the people. Thank you for that, chat. Chat, let's get some 07s for the biddy enjoyers, the sub gifters, for the anonymous moose that gave us the good stuff. Squiz, thanks for the boop. 07 to you. Good to see you, Squiz. And let's make sure that y'all understand, if you support this community, we will give back to the people. I take a percentage of the hype train winnings Thanks for the celebration. Ja. Yeah. And I give it back to the people.
Loru, why do you take money people gave you and go give it back to the community?
Wife and I are good. We have a lot of money. We're okay. I'm not rich, but we're doing very well. And instead of me just hoarding all the cash, I'm going to choose to use it to better this category. I will have the most Omega'd, the most space rich, the most even joyers in the category. I've made it my business. And business is good. Let's have a good time, champ. So, in just a couple minutes, we're going to be getting ready for this interview, for interviewing the owner of Rift Tool, of the Rift Fusion tool. Let me get my production stuff ready to go here as well. Okay, and then we will get this done. So, alrighty. I'm going to throw up a BRB scene. And, you ready? Let me just ping the mans. You ready? Ready when you are. No rush. When I get the ping from Nohus, the owner of Rift, we're going to do it. It's going to be a fantastic time. So, I have two questions. Who is the tool? And is it always bad for streams to give subs to themselves? The short answer is there isn't something morally wrong with gifting yourself a sub because you're just giving Twitch money. You're giving viewers a sub. There's nothing morally wrong with that. The morally incorrect stuff comes when a streamer, not me, because we don't do this, gifts a sub on an anonymous account to make the hype train keep going and then act like it wasn't them. They're lying to get more money out of their community. That's the difference. I've gifted subs to my community before. There's nothing wrong with that. But if people are doing it and acting like, and I'll say, hey, I'm gifting you guys a sub. Oh, you guys have seen every clip of me gifting a sub is like, I'm going to gift you a sub. I announce it. I say it. Because I don't want to lie to y'all. I don't have like an anonymous alt Twitch gifting and acting like it's not me. That's the difference. Okay. And I did that a couple streams ago for you, Fuzi. Exactly. So thank you for Mickelson coming in. Good to see you with the super chat. Mrs. Loru is better. Tip for the editors. Thank you for that, my friend. Excellent job. So tomorrow we got some stuff coming in. So, right. He was literally paying chatters from what we, I don't know if this is confirmed true, but apparently he was paying chatters to gift subs. So like, hey, gift one sub, I'll give you $6. So like you make $1 out of it, basically. You know what I'm saying? That's the scummy part. That's what we're talking about. So anyway, we don't do that here. Haven't, won't, will never. That's how we do it here. All right, so I'm going to throw up a BRB scene really quick. When we get back, we're going to do a nice interview, interviewing members of the community. We'll be right back with more Eve in just a moment. We'll be right back in just a moment. Okay, chat. Okay, let me just get a second. Let me turn off the E. I'll turn down the jitta sound because it'll be too loud. Ender will come in right here. Everybody say hi, YouTube, chat. Everybody say hi, YouTube. Well, one of the single best tools you can use in EVE Online to level up your playstyle is the Rift Intel Fusion tool, or Rift for short, and we're here to interview its owner, its maker, its creator. Nohus himself is here, the winner of the Fenris Creations Creator Awards third-party app of the year last year, the same one when I won one. Birds of a feather indeed flock together. So chat, let's get a warm welcome. Everybody say hi, Nohus. Everybody say hi, Nohus in chat, and let's bring him in. Let's bring in Nohus. How you doing, Nohus? How are you doing? Good to have you on the show. Good morning. Welcome in.
Hello, Loru. Thanks for having me, and hello to all of the EVE enjoyers on Twitch and all the EVE enjoyers on YouTube. Hello, everyone.
Happy to have you in here. Happy to have you in here. Chat, this is Nohis, the creator of the Rift Intel Fusion tools, I was just saying. And won EVE Creator Award last year, which is fantastic. But we don't want to start there. That's at the end. Let's start at the beginning. I always like to start these with, how did you get into EVE? You made this great tool, but what got you started in the game? Tell us about it.
What got me started? Well, it was 2010. I was playing a random Flash browser game about flying spaceships, as we did in 2010, lots of Flash games. And it was actually not a good game. It was a terrible game, but it had one redeeming quality. It had a lot of ads. And one of those ads was for a game called EVE Online, which you might have heard about. So I tried EVE. Now, unfortunately, back then I was still in school. I had no money, and back then there were no alpha accounts. So you had to pay the sub to play EVE. Otherwise, you just had a 3-week-long trial account. But that didn't stop me because the game was amazing. So what I did, I just kept creating new trial accounts. And I was just starting with a new character every 3 weeks. And I had fun with every single character.
That's the real grind.
Yeah,
the eternal trial account.
Still, yeah, I mean, it still felt like progression because there's so much to know about the game. With every new character, I felt like I know so much more about the game now. This time, it's completely different. It was completely different every time. But yeah, that was a long time ago. I had a bunch of long breaks in the meantime, until 3 years ago. So 3 years ago, I wasn't playing EVE for like 3 or 4 years already. But somehow I heard the news about CCP Hilbar was going to undog an avatar in Jita. And there was going to be an opportunity to get the kill mail. And somehow I heard about that, and I couldn't miss that because you cannot miss that, right? So I installed the game, ready to shoot the avatar. Here's an avatar to show you, just so you know how one looks like. So I installed the game. I got back to the game. I got to Jita. I shot the avatar. I got on the kill mail. Job done, right? So I'm ready to log out, uninstall the game, and just as I'm logging out, someone is sending me a conversation request. And he's like, "Hey, I recognize your name in local. We used to be in a corp together 5 years ago." And next thing he's asking me, "Hey, do you want to join my new corp?" And yeah, I never uninstalled EVE, and here I am today.
That's really awesome. This is what it's all about, y'all. A community member goes, "Hey, I recognize you," and there it is. I love that. By the way, I have that figurine too. That's from the board game, right? That's from the e-board game. Yeah. I got the whole thing, man. It's a lot. It's huge. Sheesh. So you kept. It's awesome. I love it. You kept doing trial accounts, which is awesome. You know, that's just sometimes that's what you have to do, right? Then you get invited to another corp by somebody after you took a break, and this is one of my favorite things about EVE, is that you can take a break. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a video game. Feel free to take a break, chat, if you want. So you come back, you get invited to the corp. Is that when you really started playing EVE, now that you're like reconnected with all the boys, you know?
Yeah, I did. I started playing EVE again, and you know, I came back to the game, and I'm thinking, well, let's check if there are any third-party tools to use, right? So back in the game, I thought, well, it's good to check on the community again, and I actually found one that looked interesting. So it was a tool called SMT. So for people who don't know, it's like a desktop application with a map and some Intel features. So I wanted to try it, but there was one problem. And it's a Windows app. Now, you know, that makes perfect sense because EVE is a Windows game, right? But I happen to be using Linux. And while EVE works perfectly fine on Linux, SMT doesn't support Linux. So what do? Of course, I decided to make my own app, my own tool. And the plan was, well, it's going to work on Linux, it's going to work on Windows, and it's even going to work on Mac. So that was the idea. And yeah, fast forward 3 years, I'm still working on Rift. but now it's a tool that does more than I ever imagined 3 years ago.
Wow. That's really cool. So your background was a developer, and you started off with Linux and then moved it to Windows and then Mac. Is that correct?
Yeah, I wanted a tool that would work on like all three operating systems. Because I also heard from my corp mates, some of my corp mates used Mac, and they were also complaining that there are like no good Eve tools for Mac. So I wanted to make a tool that will work on all three operating systems. Of course, you can always make a website that works everywhere, but the tool that I was planning to make, I wanted it to be a desktop app, which we can talk about the reasons later.
Yeah, yeah. I love that too, because I've recently been getting into Linux myself. I got the Steam Deck and the Steam Machine, and I've been experimenting with all the various things. I really like, and this is just me tangenting because I'm ADHD, I really like that the operating system for the Steam OS and the Linux operating system, there's no fluff. It's just a folder, something hit the internet, and it's got something to like play the game. It's awesome. Anyway, so that's just my little tangent. So,
Yeah. I have a Steam Deck as well. It's my Balatro machine, and I really
it's
enjoy
great.
it.
It's fantastic. Oh, I love it, dude. And I've been doing EVE Online on it, just like casual T0 Abyss, and I've been doing Guild Wars Reforged on it. It's just so easy. It's so simple. And wife's downstairs. I'm cooking, and I go into or I've been doing like easy venture mining or prospect mining for the theaters of war. And I just anything like cheap and easy. That's what I think the Steam Deck is for. So anyway, that's not what this video's about. You know what I mean? So let's talk about Rift. Let's show the people Rift. What is Rift, Nohus? What is it? Is it good?
Alright.
Start with the basics. We can see your screen. Tell me about it.
So what is Rift? Rift is a map and Intel application, or it started as a map and Intel application, and over time it grew to do a lot of things. So what you're seeing right now on the left, this is the Rift main menu, all of the main features of Rift, and yeah, we're going to go through all of them. But
great.
first of all, Rift is a desktop application, and as you can see, it looks kind of like Eve, right? Because I'm trying to like replicate the Eve UI, and the idea here is one. I want it to like be immersive. I don't want you to be exiting the game, going to a browser to do something in a tool, like getting out of the game. I want you to be still immersed in the game and make the tool feel like it's part of the gameplay experience, right? So I want it to
Can I
feel
interrupt
like
you
it's part
randomly
of
and
the
like
UI.
ask questions?
Yep.
Is that all right?
Yeah, of course.
So this is not in the game? Like what we're seeing
No,
now?
this is this. no. This is Rift.
My
Everything
man.
in Rift just looks like it's in game, but it's not. It's just a lot of work trying to replicate everything, like pixel by pixel, even replicating animations so that it all looks like it's in game, but it's not. I like for every window in Rift, I also like split everything into smaller windows, just like you have in game with the Neocom. So you can use a particular feature of Rift. You don't have to use all of them. You can just open the windows that you like, and you can set the windows to be always on top. You can even make them semi-transparent, so you can just have the features of
Yo.
Rift like be part of your Eve UI, be part of the layout.
That's
And you need to
cool.
remember where you put them, and it can be just part of the game for you.
That's really cool. So you can have Eve in the background, let's say. Well, really, it's having Rift in the foreground. Eve is there, but Rift is then in the foreground, and you can have its tools open at all times, and it's separate from the game itself. Okay. Interesting. Keep on going.
Exactly,
Keep on
yeah.
going.
Yeah, I've already opened the map, so let's talk about the map, which is probably one of the biggest features in Rift. So here you can see the new hidden map of the entire cluster. You can see the normal layout or the 2D layout. It's all there. And what's cool about this map is that every piece of information is configurable. So right now you can see the systems are colored by the security status as usual. But there's this little panel at the top, and I can change that. So I can change how we're coloring the stars by the actual color, which is probably the most used option, but it's there. You can color by the nullsec security status. So this is like showing you the security status, but in reverse. So you can see the levels of negative security status. You can color it by jumps. So maybe you want to see where there are busy systems, the red ones or the less busy ones. Look for kills, where people are killing each other, NPC kills. Maybe you're hunting for ratters. So you can really configure it to show whatever you want.
Wow. I'm just my gears are turning just looking at this. Just you showing me 5 minutes of this, and my gears are already turning because I view this alone is like one of the best second monitor tools that I've seen. because you can have Eve on the main monitor. And man, if I'm navigating, typically when I'm playing myself, I am doing some kind of like single player or, you know, fleet activity, whatever. But on the other monitor, I'm doing something else. I'm gas mining or I'm ice mining. I'm doing something. But then I can also be planning my routes or hauling with this on the side monitor. This is really cool. So does this do everything that the map does in the game, or are there other features that this does that the in-game map does not?
It does everything that it can do. There are some things that it cannot do. For example, the in-game map can show you Sinus. Now that's not available on ESI, so there's no way for third-party tools to do that. But it does a lot, and it does a lot that the in-game map doesn't. But yeah, but I've showed you the system colors. You can configure what's coloring the system, but you can also select a color for the background. So you can also make it show like 2 layers of information, like color the system by one piece of information, but then color the background as another piece of information. So for example,
I never knew I needed that until this moment. That's awesome.
Let me select metaliminal storms, for example.
Yeah.
And where are some storms? For example, here. And now we're still coloring by security status, but you also see the storms as the background, right?
Wow.
And you also see a little icon for the storm.
I love that. I'm a big visual guy. So being able to like, I like the fact that you've incorporated this and you've made it like you can choose your own thing. It's one of my favorite things about the new 2D map inside of EVE Online is you can kind of do what you want with it and customize it. Because I like the colors, I like the visuals, very ADD HD. Come on now. But maybe some people like the Excel. Maybe some maybe some people like the you must have the lists. And this lets you make it what you would like. This is fantastic. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, so these are just the colors, but the configurability doesn't end here. You can see that I'm already seeing like the sovereignty opener here and the metallic storms, but you can also configure all of that. So here in the indicator section, you can see I have 11 indicators enabled. For example, security status. So if you don't want to see the security status of a system, you can just turn that off and you don't have to see it. You can also see kills here. For example, there are 2 players killed here in the last hour. Turn that off if I don't need that. You can select exactly what you want to see. For example, maybe you're interested in job observatories because you're looking for the wormholes. You can click that, and now all systems with a job observatory will show the icon. So you can choose exactly what you want to see. Or maybe you want to see stuff, you don't want to see stuff, whatever you want. You can also see the jump range from a particular system, or if you're looking for where to set up your PI, you can make it show planets. And you can choose which planets to show if you're looking for particular planets. There's a lot of stuff you can show here. So these are the indicators. There are also the info box option. So this is what appears when you actually hover over the system. So if you hover over the system, there's also lots of info here, which also you can choose. So you can see there are how many jumps there were in the last hour, how many pod kills, how many NPC kills, how many asteroid belts, because it's the storm, because it's the sovereignty out there. And yeah, you can color systems by standings. So let me do that for the background actually. If I select standings, which are right here, you can see the standings we have towards the sovereignty owner here.
Yo.
Like for example, here I see blues.
That'll be
neutrals.
Big for Theater's War.
This is high seg and low seg, and like reds. And you can just color every system by that. Which by the way, you also see in this little blue dot here. So you can see that information either way. So there's lots of ways to show all kinds of information.
Can I ask,
yeah.
While you were showing, this is awesome, first of all. While you were showing this, I had some random, very specific use cases pop into my head that I think that people would like. So does it show, first of all, this information is not my scanned information. This is like the public information. So is like what it sounds like. So it doesn't show like a gas cloud, right? Because you would have to scan that down yourself. No. Okay.
No, it shows the public information from ESI and from various other APIs. For example, there's the Eve Scout group. They have an API, and through that API you can get wormholes they make public. And these wormholes you will see on the Rift map.
Wow. Okay.
So it uses a few sources of information. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about that in just a sec. Because so we can't see stuff that you haven't scanned down yourself, but there is other plugins for. Wow, that's fantastic. For other, you're getting my gears turning, man. This is fantastic. This is the kind of tool, man, that I love to see. It's so visual. What about like PI? planetary industry is a big thing that we talk about. Can you map out the kind of materials you'd like to get? I don't know. Can you like color? I only want temperate planets. That whatever, something like that. Is that a part of those? Can you show like planet types?
You can do that. So if I click to show planets, and then I can choose the types of planets.
You
so
can do that.
I don't know, if you want to show only like temperate planets, I choose only temperate. And now under each system, I can see how many temperate planets there are. I can see their names if I hover over them. And yeah, you can look for all of the temperate planets that you want.
How many of you type 1 in chat if that just got you very excited? Because now I'm sitting there in the game and like going through, I'm right-clicking systems and looking at planets and trying to map out where I'm gonna do my routes for I'm downloading the tool today so I can do this. You know, it's crazy. That alone.
And another cool thing is, which we can see right now, is raidable skyhooks. So, for example, in this system, you can see there's a little skyhook icon here. And you can see it's a lava planet skyhook that's going to become raidable in 25 minutes. And there's a progress bar here that's going to deplete in 25 minutes. And you can raid that. So if you are looking for targets to raid, here you are. And you can see it's lava planet, ice planet, and this one looks a little different because this one is already raidable. So yeah, this one is it's going to stop being raidable in 1 hour. So you can see all of the skyhooks that you can already raid or will be able to raid within the next 2 hours.
That's pretty sick.
Wow,
I love that a lot. That alone is like gonna make this a downloadable tool by itself for many people. All right, so we talked about PI. I'm just gonna keep hitting industry focused stuff. What if I want to do, because a lot of people that use these kind of tools are more industry focused. What if I want to see player-owned stations and compare tax rates for reactions and crafting? Is that part of this? He's laughing. You see that?
No, you're asking too much. What you can do, you can show the indices like the innovation index and manufacturing index. You can show the percentage for all of the systems. Just like quickly browse through them. So
that's
you can see all these indices. Yeah. I mean, Rift was never supposed to be an industry tool. It kind of is right now, but still, industry features are not the biggest thing.
What is the biggest thing?
I mean, it started as an Intel tool, right? So the map is one of the biggest features, and Intel features are huge, which we are going to get to soon after the map. But let's finish showing you the map. So this is the new. So this is the new in the map. What you can do, we can switch to this tab, and these are all the regions in the game, right? So if you prefer to like look at the regions with the dotland layouts, you can click a region here, and now we have a new tab here for Syndicate, and you can see just Syndicate. And you can see the colors are different because you can actually configure all of the information that you want to see separately for each type of map. So you can see different kinds of info on the cluster map, different kinds of info on the region map. And so that's just like second type of map, and there's also a third type of map. So I switch to this tab. This is the distance map. So if I choose a system here, let's something, I don't know. Now it's going to show me all systems that are within range. I can choose the range, for example, 4 jumps from my sensor system. So let's say I'm in this system, I can see what's going on in the system. 1 jumps away, 2 jumps away, 3 jumps away. And what you can do with this, and you can actually see that there are some players here, and we're going to get to how it's doing that. But you can see some ship brackets orbiting in the systems.
Yes.
And what you can do with the system map, you can actually open multiple maps in Rift. So I can open a second map. You can open as many maps as you want with different things. And with this, let's say I make this really small, and then I can make it transparent. And I can just put it somewhere in my Eve layout and just always see what's nearby, right?
I love this. And the biggest thing I think I took away from what you just showed is that you can have different tabs that are snappable to different.
You can have different.
Go ahead.
You can have different maps in different tabs. You can have different tabs on each map window, and you can have multiple map windows, and you can configure them differently. And all of it is like remembered. So if you make your setup with like 4 maps because you want 4 maps, then you quit the tool, you turn on your PC, then next day open Rift, it's all going to be there just as it was.
It's fantastic. Yeah, the use cases right there, are already off the charts for me, because if you guys are doing any kind of planned op where you're going to a similar area of space, you can mold, instead of you having to pull up the map again in the game and check it out and do all this stuff, you can just click a button and it's ready to go. So I love the fact that you can pull up by region. And you were saying that it also lets you, does it do it by, like, if I'm in system A, does it have a way to dynamically update where I am? So if I'm in, like, if I filament somewhere, can it show me, you had a tab just now that showed me everything within 3 to 4 jumps. Does that update
Yes.
depending on where I am?
Right now I'm not in the game, so it's not going to show you that.
Right.
But yeah, if you are in the game, it's going to show you on a given system that your character is there. And it supports multiple characters, so if you have 5 outs on there or in either different place, it's going to highlight that 5 systems, so you can see which characters were. And you can make them up follow you as you jump around. You can do all kinds of stuff.
Goodness.
And one thing that's really cool about the map, which I already mentioned, is you can see these orbiting ship brackets, right?
Yeah.
And if we look at them, we can see that 15 minutes ago, this Hecate killed someone, and this Hecate from this guy.
That is
probably
huge.
there, right? So you can see what's going on, and it happened on the Ardor Gate, 29 kilometers from there. I can hover over this guy. I can see that he has a negative security status. He's enrolled with Hunter Cartel, and he has a Z-kill danger rating of 59%. So you can check how dangerous.
Bro, I'm gonna have to get a 4th monitor so I can put this on my 4th monitor. Because, like, when we go into nullsec or anywhere, when we yeet the ships, you can have a tab. Stop me if I'm wrong. I can make a tab that auto updates depending on where I am, that shows, let's say, the recent kills within 3 to 4 jumps. And I can just have that on a side monitor. That way,
Exactly.
Right, that way I can just see, oh, somebody killed somebody 3 jumps away. Oh, same dude is 2 jumps away. And now I get, without having to have multiple accounts, without having to have a, multi-box setup 2 to 3 jumps away, I can just see this. This might be a single boxer's dream as much as it is a multi-boxer's dream. It's huge. This is fantastic. Keep on going.
Yeah.
Wow.
And of course, what I almost forgot, you can right click on any system, and what you get is done menu, just like the one in game. You get show info. Now I'm not in game right, so it's not going to do anything, but it's going to show you the show info window inside your Rift client for that system. So there are many things you can right click in, like characters, corporations, items, everything you see in Rift. You can right click, you can do show info, it will show up in game. And like for systems, you can set the destination. You can set the destination to only your main character, or for all characters. You can do whatever you want, and you can open the system on Dotlan or Ezekiel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can add a marker. So maybe the system is interesting to me. I can create maybe this is my target or whatever. I can choose an icon. I can choose a color. I can add a marker, and now the marker is here, and I can always see the system.
Can you save that marker system you just showed? Is awesome. Can you save, for example, your skyhooks or your PI? Let's say any point of interest, any POI. Can you save it as a marker? And then is there some way to snap to show me all of my markers? Like, I think it's in the window that you're showing here, the map markers. Yeah. Let me make this a little bit larger for the people. So you keep doing what you're doing. I'm making the screen bigger. So in this map markers section, right, I can see it. So all metanoxes, all whatever. Please explain. Go, tell me.
Yeah, you create markers here. You can choose different icons, different colors for them, different names. You can group them into different groups. You can like show and hide them one by one if you're not interested in them right now, or by the entire group. And you can just click the show button on the marker, and it's going to move them up to that system to show you where that system is right away with that you put the marker in.
That's a great feature, that right there. Because now I gotta, how annoying is it to remember, like, U4LX-3, I don't know where the hell that is, right? But you can right-click it, show me on the map, and it takes you to the map in the marker folder. Is that correct? Wow.
Correct.
Wow.
So yeah, that were the markers, that was the map. And yeah, we started talking about Intel. We consider stuff happening in Amamake. Now, how that works, and to show you how that works, I'm going to close the map for now. Mm-hmm. I'm going to open a second window. It's called the Intel feed. Now, the Intel feed is showing you all of the Intel that Rift knows about right now, and I can filter by location. So maybe maybe I don't want to see wormhole space on Abyssal space. Maybe I only want to see gnome space. And this is all the like characters and ships that Rift knows about that are in a given system, and like how recent is this information. Like there was a kill 1 minute ago here in XHQ. I know there is. Actually, it was an NPC kill. So this guy died to NPC on a gate. Well,
Get
not no gate for
blasted
him.
in the interview. Daggone.
Yeah.
My man.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here, but what you can also do, you can filter by open map region. So let me do that. Now I see nothing, but if I open the map, which is open to Heimatar, so now I only see intel in Heimatar. So it's the same stuff I see in this system. So yeah, there's stuff going on. I can also see it here.
Okay.
I can see all the details about these people. I can hover over them, see everything as I showed you previously. You can also search for a given system. You can search by character name, by whatever you want.
Love that. I love how fast it is, how snappy it is. You know, that's a big accomplishment. I'm going to hats off to you and your web team, because that's not nothing. You type in any system and it just comes up within seconds. That's not nothing, ladies and gentlemen. That's a fantastically made tool. Really good back-end code for there. Hats off to you there. So this is more of the list menu that I was kind of talking about before, where before we saw the map was very visual, very colorful. You can snap here and there. This is more of the view for like the list people, the people that really like their show me this.
Yes.
And
so you can
go ahead, please.
You can like sort this by distance. Well, now it's not going to do that because I'm not in game. But if you're in game, you can sort by distance. Again, you can switch this window to compact mode. I'm sure there's a lot of compact mode enjoyers in chat.
It's me.
You can make this window just small. You can make it always on top. You can put it in the corner of your window if you fly out. And you can just always have this dashboard of what's happening in systems around you.
Now, does this do the same thing that we were seeing on the map? I'm sure it does. I just want to be clear that I'm in low-sec mining. Yep. Okay, yeah, I'm in low-sec mining. I can set up a tab to show me everything within 3 jumps of me, and this intel feed could feed kills not by my alliance. Show me kills not by my alliance within 3 jumps. That way I can see if gankers are coming. Is that correct?
Yep, exactly. And yeah, you can also like filter by distance. You can do all kinds of stuff. And you might ask, where does it get this information? So it's getting the kill menus from Zkill. So whenever someone dies, a kill menu appears on Zkill, and we know that these particular killers just killed this person. So we know that these particular characters and ships are in this system right now because they just killed someone in that system, right? And that's how Rift knows where people are. So yeah, when your alliance people tell you not to sign into Zkill, this is why.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point, actually.
Yeah, so that's going to be seen by everyone. So if you don't know Rift today, you are going to see all of that. But if you are in an alliance that has Intel channels, then there's also the Intel reports feature. And this is some fake data just for the stream, but you can set up your alliance Intel channels inside of Rift. It's going to read them, and then if someone in your alliance reports a hostile in a given system with a given ship or whatever, Rift is going to parse that message, try to understand that message, and show it here. So this is basically like a chat window, but it shows you instead of showing the messages as they were written, it shows you visually. So it takes like character name, it pulls all of the information about that character, about that system, about that ship, and information from here also gets shown in the Intel feed and on the map. So this is where the Intel Fusion name comes in. It fuses information from many different sources and shows them to in one place.
Can I repeat that back to you to make sure I understand that? Because I don't think this sounds too good to be true. You know, so somebody types in the in-game Intel chat, spotted Astero here, person name. This Rift tool sees that, displays it for your alliance, and they don't have to be in-game to get that information. So I could be like working, making a thumbnail as I do, and then all of a sudden KYBERNAUT says, hey, there's somebody in Arvisaurus in a NPC, in a like PvE Chronos, let's go gank him. And then I'll see it even though I'm out of game. Is that correct?
You have to have the game open for this.
Okay.
Because this works by reading the chat logs. So every time you receive
we don't ever log out of EVE anyway. It's just all tabbed. Go ahead.
Exactly. So every time you get a message on the chat channel, if it gets written to chat logs, and Reef is reading these chat logs, and that's how it has these messages. So for example, for this message I'm highlighting right now, you can see someone wrote Tara Aniston Astero jumping 36N. And instead, what you're seeing in Rift, you're seeing this nice system icon, you see where the region, you see the information of the character, you see the corp. And even though this person wrote 36N, Rift can figure out the system, it's 36N-HZ, right?
Wow.
And he understood that this person said jumping 36N, so it knows that QSM is the system that we were talking about, and 36N is just the system that this Astero just jumped to. So Rift is understanding that, and Rift just now knows that this Astero is in 36N because someone just said that this Astero jumped there. So it's trying to understand what the people are saying in chat, which is quite difficult because people can say anything.
Yeah.
And you're trying to understand that. So obviously it doesn't always work, but
still,
I worked hard to make it work.
That's pretty awesome. Having a tool that parses, people talking into reliable intel without having to explain it better is pretty sick. That's awesome. So, man, I mean, chat, one of these, and I know half of you are downloading it now. We actually already had some chat messages saying I'm downloading it now. So, how do people use this? This all is great. How do people use the tool? Let's talk about that. How much does it cost? All that kind of stuff. Let's talk about that.
How much does it cost? Nothing. It's completely free. All the best things in life are free. I don't really care about getting ISK or anything. So yeah, it's just free. It's just my hobby. I just love the hearing people that saying that they help them play the game. Love to say it. So yeah, I just hope it's useful.
Is there a character name we can donate to? You know.
Sure, there's a character name. Nahus Bluxum. We'll get to the description later, but I will just leave it on the side just in case. But yeah, what I was going to say, yeah, these are the intel reports. But so we now know that Rift shows you all of this intel as it's happening. You can see what's the current situation. But what if you don't want to miss something, right? This is where the alerts feature comes in. So this is the alerts window. I have a lot of alerts defined here, but let's create a new one just so we know what we're talking about. So we create alert. And what do we want to do? Let's say we are hunting explorers in our space, right? So what I want to do, I want to trigger an alert when intel is reported. So when someone reports someone, or we have intel from a kill mail, let's do that. Continue. What do we want to see in that report? We can have characters, specific characters, labeled contacts, whatever we want. But we were hunting explorers, so we are looking for specific ship classes, right? So let's select that. Continue. Now, what ship classes we want to see? We're looking for covered ops. How do you continue? Now, where are we interested in these reports of covered ops ships? Let's say near any of my online characters. And in what distance? Like up to 4 jumps, let's say. So I did all of that. And now when this happens, what do you want to happen? Well, I want to receive a notification. You can play a sound.
I want to
What
text.
you can even do, you can set up a mobile push notification. So if you want to get push notifications on your phone while you're in the toilet that there's someone was reported nearby, you can do that.
My wife's gonna hate me now.
FC,
Yeah.
I'm getting groceries. Somebody's attacking us.
This is fantastic. Oh my gosh. Come on now.
Yeah. You can choose sound from built-in sounds. You can choose your own sounds. On the Reef Discord, there's a channel where people post a lot of funny custom sounds for alerts. We can choose whatever. We want to trigger this every time. We've created our alert. So now if I scroll down to it, it will be in the default category because we can create categories for the alerts. And this is the alert that we created. So when covered ops class ships are reported up to 4 jumps from any online character location, then send a Rift notification, play a sound. And these are alerts, and now it's going to work.
Wow.
And what other kinds of alerts can you create? For example, I have an alert created for when you're being warped, scrambled, or decloaked. I want to play a sound, but you can have exceptions. So I want to play a sound when I'm decloaked, but not when I'm decloaked by a Stargate or an NCBlex. I can have it play a sound.
I have to pause you there because that's huge.
Yep.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I have to pause you there because that's bananas. We've had some single box examples. That's a massive multi-box example. We know that Marquee Dragon enjoyers are multi-boxing like 20 plus freighters. So I don't want to know if I'm just if someone bumps me or whatever, or if someone just like messing with me, but if someone scrams me, I can set up a notification that this character is getting scrammed, and I can have it pushed to my phone, so I can set up the 20 freighters and autopilot from one place to the other place, and then go about my life, and I don't have to be sitting there babysitting stuff, because I can run back to my chair just in case. I can go to Walmart and go make sure and come back if someone's ganking me. This is fantastic. Keep on talking. This is amazing. Yes.
Yeah. So what more we can do? We can do all kinds of alerts with like chat messages. So, for example, I have an alert set up for when anybody says my name in any chat channel. So even if like I have if minimized, I do something else. If someone mentions my character name, I'm going to get a notification and I'm going to play a sound, which like should be a feature in the game. But
Interesting.
You can do that. Or when someone mentions Rift, I'll get a notification. So I know when you guys are talking
Your
about
poor phone.
Well,
That's
this is
amazing.
only going to my PC, so not very fun, but but yeah, you can do all kinds of alerts. You can do alerts for PI. We'll get to PI.
Yeah, somebody mentioned PI. You have a PI section? What is that?
I have
Blow
a
my
PI
mind.
section. We'll show the PI section.
Make it so.
We'll open this. Now, I am bad, and all of my colonies are not working right now, but that's why you can see that they're all flashing red. I can see all my characters here that have colonies. I can see all the planets, and one of my colonies is actually working. So if I hover over it, I can see that it will expire in 22 hours. It's producing microorganisms. That's the storage level, and I can see this little text that's going to expire in 22 hours. I can show it in different ways. So this is like by character. I can show it like grid view. So for people that have like 1,000 planets, you can have a big screen with all of your planets in a single place, and just see the status of all of your planets in like one window. Or you can switch to details view, which is going to actually show you how each colony is looking like and like what's the status of all of the buildings that you have on the planet.
Do you know how much time I've wasted logging into my characters to check the status of their PI when I could have just given you nothing for free and have it done for me? What the
heck? And some people are going to like this button. So you press this copy button. You can copy all of your PI data to Google Sheets or Excel with the Evoline add-in. So if you want to just take all of the data, here it is. And if I actually
plays Eve. He knows. He plays Eve. Oh my gosh, dude. It's wild. That's bananas.
And yeah, and this is just a list of my colonies, but let's enter the details of one of the colonies. So now I'm seeing everything about the colony. Even seeing the extraction chart, which looks exactly like the one in game.
Wow.
Again, it took a while to make it show the exactly same data and look exactly the same. But yeah, you can see all of the information. You can hover over the buildings. You can see what's inside. You can see like your routes. Where are you importing, exporting stuff? And what's the current status? And what's kind of special about this is like many PI tools will show you like outdated information, because ESI is only showing you information from the last time that you have interacted with a colony. But in Rift, it is actually real time. So I'm seeing everything as it is happening right now.
Wow.
So where other tools are going to show you when your extractors are expiring, in Rift, if you have a production colony with factories, you're going to see exactly when a given factory is going to run out of input, or when a given storage facility or launchpad is going to get full. It's going to calculate all of that and can actually predict the future. So you can see the expires in 22 hours. Info here is actually a button. If I click it, I can now fast forward time. So I have this slider. I have this date and time below. I can drag this slider, and you can see that all the information is changing. So you can see how my colony is going to look like days from now or weeks from now.
That
and I guess
is huge.
Yeah.
Because
that
is something you can't do in game. That's something you can't do. That's massive. And I have to talk about this because everybody knows I talk about doing 4-day PI cycles. That's something that I do personally to make sure that all my stuff is good, because I want to be able to live my life and still talk to my wife, sheesh. But this lets me say, well, it's been 2 days. How is the PI going to be tonight? How is it going to be tomorrow at lunch? And I can look at, and I'm trying to make this window fit, chat, because there's so much goodness. I know I know it's kind of hard to see. I'm trying to zoom in where I can. This like line graph is you can only see the totals in game. You can't see what time is happening and when in the game. That alone already showing all of your planets and the status of them lets me do what I want to do, but out of the game. That also is massive because it lets me plan stuff out. And I saw this question. Is this on your phone? Can I like open up my phone and like look at PI on my phone? Is that I'll never do anything else?
No, unfortunately not. So Rift is a desktop application, so it's going to run on Windows, on Linux, on Mac, but not on your phone. No.
Okay, this is still awesome. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, but what we're seeing right now is actually the interesting situation because this is a structural control unit. We are mining. The time remaining is 2 days and 7 hours. But actually, Rift already knows that in 22 hours, this storage facility that the extractor is putting the extracted products into is going to get full. So actually, this colony is going to stop working in 22 hours. But like other PI tools will tell you that it's going to stop working in 2 days because that's when the extraction stops. But actually, it stops before that because this storage facility will get full. And the Rift is going to show you that.
That is huge. That again. So if I have, let's say I've misaligned some extractor heads and the yield is a little bit higher on extractor A than it is, let's say I'm getting microorganisms and the other one is getting, I don't know, whatever, like lava, whatever. I don't remember the P0 names. If I have them misaligned and I have the P0s becoming P1s, will Rift tell me the day that it'll overflow? Or is it not going to do that much math? Does it only do like, show me storage will be full? Or does it also incorporate like, my P0s are becoming P1s and then going into the storage? Does it do like 2 degrees down the chain?
It does. It does all of the degrees down the chain. So you're going to see exactly the state of your colonies in like, you can pass over to 2 days or to whenever it's going to stop working. And you can see that it has stopped working. And when it's going to stop working, right now we're seeing how this colony is going to look like in 22 hours. And you can see exactly how much stuff is in each storage facility. And you know ahead of time exactly how your colony is going to look like in like 22 hours or in 3 weeks. There's no limit there.
I've been doing PI like a caveman. Okay, that's what this feels like. I've been making billions of ISK for years, and I've been doing it with sticks and mud is how this feels. Chat, I'm going to link this in chat again. Goodness gracious. Get ready to get featured another PI guide later, Noah's. My goodness. So, I mean, I'll dare ask this question. Does the tool do more? This is already one of these things. Is already fantastic.
Believe it or not, there are still quite a few features to go through.
Oh
so
God.
let's say goodbye to PI for now. And what we can look at next, maybe something a bit less exciting now. So this is the character screen, and this is showing all of your characters. Actually, there is this very small thing that may be hard to see on stream.
I'm zooming in.
Yeah, if you zoom into the character portraits, you can see that there is actually like a parallax animation in the background. Like the background is moving behind the characters. And this is like a very small thing that probably is hard to notice, but this was very difficult to make because you can see, because the background is moving behind the character, so you can see parts of the background that are actually not part of the image, right?
That's pretty sick. I like that. Just another way to immersion. So
yeah, so this is just a cool effect for here, which is just your characters, and actually blurs the background when you hover over it. Like in the Intel parts, what it actually does, it colors the background of the portrait by the standing. So if this character, which is showing on the map or wherever, is red to me, the background of the character is going to be red without changing the color of the actual avatar of the actual character. So it's actually used in a useful way to show you standings in other places.
Can this you have your characters there. Can it show if characters are actively training skills? Because I have too many accounts and I have a Google Calendar invite to go through them all. And I think you're about to change my life if it does that. So,
no, I'm not going to change your life just yet. It is on my to-do list, but it's not showing skills right now. What is it showing? It's showing your wallet contents for every character. It's showing where it is, what ship it's in, the Corp, the Alliance, and I can
When you do,
enable-
you need to DM me, okay? Be like,
I can
Loru,
enable.
I did it. So, sure.
Sure, will
Yeah.
do. I can enable the clones information. I can see all the clones, all the
Okay.
implants of this character, and where they are, where they're docked. So you can still
That's still very useful. Where are the characters? What clone? Does it show what clones they're in, or just?
Yes. So
Okay.
you can see the first one is active
Active.
clone. So I
Got
can
it, got
see I can see that I'm in my training implants right now on this character. There's also this copy settings button. So if I open this, it's opening another window. And here I can copy settings between my characters. This is the in-game if settings, like your character layouts, your overviews and stuff. So I can copy it, for example, from this character, just copy, and supports profiles. So if you have launcher profiles, you can copy within different profiles. I want to copy my settings from this character to this and this character. I can press confirm, and will copy all the settings between these characters.
Yo, that's sick.
So you can manage your in-game settings like that and sync with
I
your
love
ads.
that. Because that's like what we do in the game. In my character's bio, I have like my overview. That way, no matter what machine I'm on, I can click that. That's cool though too, because I have to still do that one at a time. Signing in, click, sign in, click. This lets you just go, hey, mass, do it, boom, done. So, wow, that's really sick. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, and after character, the next thing is assets. So this is a window that's actually going to be very familiar to all of you because it's just like the assets window in game. But what it does differently, you can see all of your characters here and corporations. So it can show you your assets. It's just like the assets window in game, but it shows you your assets from all of your characters at the same time and all of your corporation assets at the same time. If you have access to corporation assets, and you can choose which characters you want to see. Maybe you want to see all of them, and then when you switch over to assets tab, you can see all of the
by character, by location. Wow.
Yep.
So I could like, I don't know, maybe where's my Rourke wall, and it's on, account 2 character.
Yeah, and you don't know. Yeah, you don't know which character is this. You can just search. So I will search for a feather. I can see that there are two results. I have 2 feathers here in this place, in this giant secure container, and apparently I also have a skin color called feather gloss. So. And you can hover over this systems. You can right-click system. You can set destination. You can do all kinds of stuff that you can usually do. I can right-click the actual items. I can see details. I can show info window in game for that item. I can show that on Zikil, on Ivrev, on different websites. You can see all kinds of information.
Really good question from chat. Sorry to interrupt. The assets. Can I copy and paste the assets and then put them into, say, a Janus to get like a price? So. Everything in IMK K1, I think I'm reading it right. How much is it worth? Is that something you can do?
Great suggestion. Nobody ever suggested that, but that sounds great. So there's a suggestions channel on my Discord. So whoever suggested that, please go to my Discord. There's a suggestions channel, and please post that because that's absolutely a great idea. Yeah, I have a huge list of stuff to do, and for every feature I complete, there's like 5 added to the list, so it's a never-ending list. But
it's fantastic. No, I mean, dude, so far, look. First of all, I can see why you won the award last year because already one thing we've gone through like 7 use cases and broad and like specific. You just helped me understand first how other people are finding me so fast. Second, how all the other PI markets seem to move sometimes, and I'm like. Having to pick up the pieces, like I'm behind the curve. I'm now seeing one of the reasons. And this right here is very big because I'm up to like 36 accounts just because all of my refer a friend stuff, all the craziness. And I unironically can't find one of my Rourke walls. And I don't know, and I'm going to use this tool to go find it. So chat, I'm linking you I've been linking it the whole time. His Discord link is right there for you. We're not done yet. I'm just linking it for you again. So man, this has been fantastic. Show them. I don't want this video to run too long, so show them your favorite tool, Nohas, that you've made. Even if you've shown it to us before, what's your favorite?
Okay, let's do one last thing about the assets. So search, yeah, we have shown you search. You can search by anything. But there's also filters, which is something that the in-game assets window doesn't do. You can create a filter, and you can like filter by anything, and you can create like very complex filters for like. Category you can see, I don't know, skill injectors that have a particular price or whatever. you can filter your assets in very complex ways, and you can save these filters. So I have, for example, a moon goo filter, and now I'm only seeing like moon goo in all the different places I have. I can show assembled ships. I only seeing ships. Filter for mining. I only see like mining ships and mining crystals. So all kind of filters you can do. So yeah, these were assets.
That's amazing. That Nohus, I mean, sheesh. You know, what else can we say, chat? Let's get some 07s for Nohus, the Rift Intel Fusion Tool, or Rift for short. Let's get some 07s. This was fantastic. Nohus, I see why you won. This is a great tool. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it used live like this yet, and I'm just impressed. I have nothing else to say other than well done. Chat, I'm going to keep linking this in the chat. I've been linking it the whole time. The link will be in the description for y'all on how to do this. I mean, I have to go update some PI guides, brother, so I can go use this tool and show the people how I use it specifically when I download it and like check it out. So, Nohus, I'll give you the final word, brother. This was awesome. Congratulations on such a successful tool. And what's your in-game name again, so people can go send you a bunch of ISK? Because my goodness, this for free maybe, but still, what's your in-game name?
It's not with Booksum, it's right here. And yeah, my favorite feature in Rift, of course, is the jukebox. And it's a faithful recreation of the old jukebox. If you remember the jukebox, it looked just like this. And you can use it to play all of your favorite Eve soundtrack. And it's an honest-to-God actual MP3 player. You can add your own MP3s. You can even use it as an MP3 player, even if you don't play Eve. This is just an MP3 player. It's a fully featured MP3 player with all the Eve soundtrack and Eve trailer music and permaband songs preloaded. So if you just want to listen to some music, the jukebox is right here.
I had no idea that still existed. That's fantastic. My goodness. Man. Nohus, thanks very much. Chat, let's give some 07s. Here, stay on the line. I'll talk to you in just a second. Well done. Well done. Huge. Wow, chat. Amazing stuff. Look, again, that link will be in the description for you. This is obviously one of the better tools that we've covered for our third-party play list. Third-party tool play? Sure. Regardless, that was impressive. Go check out more third-party tools here. Go definitely check out Rift, and it's free. Go give the man some ISK, chat. It's free. That's the thing that's stunning me the most. Other apps charge you like billions of ISK a month. This is literally free. So go give him like 10 million. If all of my viewers now go give him 10 million ISK a piece, it'll still be worth it, I think. So go do that. I'm going to go give him some ISK too, just because I got to support some quality stuff. Sub right here for the best Eve guides. We'll see ya next time. Thanks very much, chat. Chat, I'm going to throw up a BRB, and I'm going to talk to Nohus really, really quick. That was awesome. Then we're going to get on with the rest of the stream. We'll be right back with more EVE Online in just a moment. We'll be right back in just a moment. Wow, chat. Wow. That was great. All right, that's it. Yeah, let's show him in game. Thank you, Blackson. Yeah, Nohus Bluxum. Everybody listen right now. That might be one of the best tools I've seen ever in EVE. It was just like, this is Nohus. Go send Nohus some good old-fashioned ISK. Because, and go give him like, give him like 10 million ISK, you know? Go give him some good stuff. That was awesome. Because the fact it's free, you know what I'm saying? The fact it's free, I can't believe it's free. So Nohus, this is not required. I don't think he thinks this is required. Enjoy it. Keep it going, dude. Have a next yeet on me. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Fantastic stuff. Love that stuff. So who cares if he's in goons? It don't matter, dude. He's making good stuff. That's fantastic. So chat, Rift is one of those apps that it won It won the Eve. It won the Rift for Eve. It won the. Let me find it. I like how my face comes up. That's fantastic. Where's the link? Didn't I just do it? Click this right here, please. Yes, visit the site. So this is the tool again. I'm going to put it in chat one more time, and then we're going to move on with the rest of the stream. Chat, I recommend, if nothing else, going and downloading it and just checking it out. And if you've got some features you'd like to add, the Discord link is there for you. He's also got this really awesome website that shows you like what's what. So one of the reasons I want to do these kinds of videos is because there's so much more out there than just our YouTube channel, than just our guides, right? There's so much more things happening in the category, and I'm happy to show off those cool. I mean, this. Did you see me when he was talking about PI, bro? I've been doing PI in the sand. I've been making billions with a stick and mud when I could have been using fabricators. You know what I mean? This is ridiculous. Ugh, man. So this alone, too, when he adds the ability to see what alt is training what, I will literally use that all the time because that's a use case I need. I have like 30-something accounts, and I want to know which alts are training what. So I'm going to have to do that. So I'm going to have to, yeah, see some more screenshots. It's going to be fantastic. So going to need to check out the app. And again, it's free. This is one of the reasons why I love this. So he could, just to be clear, he could have charged like billions of IS for this. Other Eve tools do. Other Eve tools charge literally billions of ISK and in-game currency for this kind of stuff. Instead, it's just free. So that's just impressive. Once again, 07s for Nohus and the Rift tool. Really awesome stuff. Really great. Happy to showcase this kind of stuff to the people. Really awesome stuff. So Eve Lens for alt training. Ooh. Eve Lens alt training. Is this? I haven't heard of this. Modern Eve. Oh, Eve Mon successor. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Listen. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said Eve Mon? Who said it? I'm trying to find who did it. Who did it? I'm looking because they're getting gifted a sub. I'm going to gift them a sub. I gotta find it. Where is it? I didn't know about Eve Lens. I had no idea. Dublock, you already have a sub. So I'm going to gift a sub at random to certain people. Chat, I spend all my time trying to make sure that everything's ready to go. Okay, I don't have time to look up these apps. You know, I'm going to gift a sub at random to the people and absolutely enjoying just gifting a sub to the people. So, Dublock, in your honor, I'm gifting a sub to the nerds. Obviously from my main account and not a nameless alt, because we don't do like the other small PP people. You know what I'm saying? That's right. So, really, really cool. Didn't know about this. I'm going to put both of these tools on my hotbar. I'm going to have to go do some guides for both of those. So, you know. So, doing well, Goku. Thank you for that. Yes. Wow. Wow, chat. Well, that's our stream. Just kidding. That could have been, though. Wow. Wow. Did y'all like us featuring that app? Did y'all enjoy that segment and that interview? Type 1 in chat if you enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen. Type 1 if you enjoyed those things. Fantastic. Oh, is the music too loud? Oh, you know what? It is too loud. You're right, chat. Sorry. Here, one sec. You're right about that. Thank you for telling me. I have to reset my music now that Nohus is gone. And that should be good. Okay. Must be better now. Okay, great. Excellent job, chat. Yeah, we're going to keep trying to do that. Not just for apps, but for players. You guys know that we... you guys know in the past we've featured and hyped up players, not just apps. I just want to feature members of the category, you know? So, because this is my big shtick with this. So you guys, we were talking about this at the start. Tomorrow's our big 50,000 YouTube sub celebration. We're going to yeet a Gaia. It's our first ever command carrier. It's fit. It's ready to go. My pod is in a safe place. Everything's ready for it. It's a big pod, you know. We're going to do a 12-hour stream tomorrow. Massive community fleets all day. I have years of Omega to give, and we have a goal of 3 trillion ISK given away in a single stream. That's tomorrow. But you know, even though we're doing this big stuff, it can't just be me. And there's other quality stuff in the category. So as more people show up, I'm going to keep giving out more attention to the people. So, Sinister, it's good to see a tier
1. Out of your mind.
And thank you for that, my friend. I appreciate that. And also, Striker.
Twitch primed about 40 minutes ago. Out of your mind.
Thank you for that. 07 to you. Thank you for that. So, you know. And look, if y'all are working on cool stuff, okay, we have the Grow the Community chat. All right. In my Discord, we have the Grow the Community chat. All right. This is for, like, Switch was streaming on the FC channel this morning. Lynn was streaming. Orion saw a cool dude at FanFest that's doing art. This is the self-promo chat of our Discord, and it doesn't have to be Eve-related. Obviously, it's safe for work and all that stuff. You know, don't spam. If you're hitting it every 5 minutes, you're going to get removed. You know, be common sense with this. But if you're working on some really cool stuff, Warping Wombats in there, go check out the Grow the Community chat in our Discord to see what's up and post if you got some cool stuff that you're working on. Okay, that's what that's for. So you can do non-Eve related stuff. Yeah, we had a guy years ago that would paint Warhammer figurines, and he just got done painting a bunch of orcs, you know, very red, so they'd go faster, obviously. And he would put a bunch of stuff in there, and it was just a good time seeing it. Okay, wow. I mean, I want to download that tool right now, dude. But should we just do that now? No, I have other stuff to do, Chad. I don't want to. If I start messing with an app, I'm going to just do nothing but that app right now. I tell you. Triglavian orcs, obviously. Yes. So, okay. We put out a OPSEC with that app is dangerous. Oh yeah. For certain. For certain. You know. I totally agree. So we wanted to do a crazy ship in the Abyss. And I wanted to do the Enforcer. The Enforcer. Oh my god, give me the ship, not all this stuff. Yeah, give me you. Okay. What did I do for this? Did we do missiles? I kind of wanted to maybe do something else. We wanted to really just go big and maybe not go home. Because Cobra Abyss Guide went, yeah, for sure. Let me just, if we get a Cobra, we're giving it away to the people. You know what I'm saying? So we've got a lovely, this is a Enforcer. The problem is my security status is still pretty low. You know, security gains from destruction of non-Capsuleer pirates when flying this ship. So we actually get better stuff with this. That's actually something I need to look into how to do. Wait a second. Does the Marshal have that too? Hold the phone. Not Edencom. Where is it? Society. Is it Society? Does the Marshal have that? Where is this? Am I crazy? Concord. That's it. Whoa. I didn't know that you got more security status gains when you're flying Concord ships. I knew about this one, that your armor and shield rep boosters were better. Now I have to go make a level 4 mission guide for the Marshal. Because you get better you get 10% better. That's a lot. It's an expensive ship. It's too expensive, you know, but it's, you know. You sent some ISK for the community. Chilled. I will check on this. Let me see it. Let me get rid of my pen tool here. Let's see. That's actually very interesting. Very interesting. Is that a billion ISK? My man. So let's make this one. We're going to make this in honor of Renathus. Giving 1.9. He gave me 1 billion, but now the giveaway from earlier is 1.9 billion ISK and a box. And a box. Wowzer. Get ganked 10% more often? I mean, you're totally correct. But that's kind of the move here, right? You do it in a safer spot. So very interesting. I'll have to think about that because I wanted to go do Enforcer Abyss today. We do 700 DPS is plenty. Rapid lights might be a thing. Do we have rapid lights? We have hams. I don't know if I could fit rapid lights. They cost more. Power grid. Oh, do I have the wrong one on here? You're damn right I do. This is the wrong one, bro. I think I put that on there before, and these are just very expensive now, extremely. And I'm trying not... Yeah, that alone, that was so large. Yeah, get the Gistum out of here too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Give me... Caldari Navy is normally pretty good. Yeah, that's much better. We cut this in half. We literally cut this in half. Do a mission in a different ship. There it is. Oh, do I have a battleship tier afterburner? No. I don't like that, dude. In the Abyss, you're going to turn like a bus. That's not a good idea. We need 10 MNs. We need 10 MN. And honestly, it's just going to be call it a day at 500. That kind of sucks. But we're at a 28 range. Is pretty low, actually. I'll lose another 50 deeps. We don't need the power grid diagnostic, perhaps. And Forcer in the Abyss is interesting. It's a, I have a lot of money, I can go into the Abyss ship. We're really leaning into the stasis webifier range. That's the main thing about this. So a Sancha web is 23 km web. That's the main thing. Right there. Right there. That's huge. Okay? It's a lot of range on the webs. Riff automatically detected I am in the Imperium and offered me the special Imperium pack. I love that, dude. Roll the web. You can also roll the web. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I will keep the large cap battery. That's something that we do. What should we put in the lows? I'm thinking another missile guidance enhancer to give us even more range. Out to 31 is going to be actually really awesome. And we don't care about the autocannons because we just lean all of our stuff into missiles. We just lean all the stuff into missiles. So this looks actually pretty decent. A capacitor control circuit. Do we need the ancillary? No, we don't, because we're not using any other bigger modules. So let's look at the other reason you want to think about using these ships in the Abyss is they have global tank. They have literally omni tank. So that's pretty awesome. I need the cap. The problem is that we don't have enough mids to make this work. We could do an armor rep instead of a shield rep. We could, let's test this out. Let's test this out. This is the Abyss test shield, okay? Shield Abyss, okay? And we'll figure out which drones to use. I don't know if we're going to use the skimmers. This is a shield. We could also do it as an armor ship. So let's get rid of this one. And let's take out these shield modules, okay? And let's get rid of this. And now in the mids to make up for it, we have a missile guidance computer, right? That can be giving us missile range, and this still goes out to 35. That's actually better range. That's better range. Okay. All right. And maybe we throw in a, but since we're armor tanked now, we have to get rid of some of these and get some better armor tanks. So let's put in like a multi-spectrum. Let's get a multi-spectrum energized, and then we'll get a nice little armor repairer. And maybe we can't do armor because it doesn't have enough lows. So we're just testing. We're just testing. Let's see which one we got here. We'll bling out the single armor repper. Bling out, right? 12 seconds. This one is 50 million. Heals for 300. We want more than 368. We want more than this. We want 414. There's only 30 million-isk. And it has a longer activation time. Now, we want this one. True Sancha medium armor rep. That's the one we want because it's a little bit better. A little bit better. So, cap mod on the lows. No, because we want to maximize the damage here. We can also get rid of maybe the guidance enhancer here. Because we still go out to 31. Yeah, that actually works because then we can do double tank. We can increase the tank even more. We might need 2 armor reps here. Pause. Sino. Yeah, it does give you better armor rep effectiveness, but we just don't have those. We don't have that at all. So why not a reactive? You could do a reactive. Actually, a reactive is probably better because of our omni tank. You can just make sure to fit whatever's there. Definitely want a reactive armor hardener there for sure. So high cap use. Yeah, but we're good. Reactive bad? No. Reactive good idea because every single room will be different. And then you could make sure to have more resistance on the best things. So the other mid slot. Still 1 rig in mid. I know. The other mid slot is like tough. We could do a tracking computer for the autocannons, but honestly, who cares about that? We have less damage. 2x web. Double web might be okay, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We could add shield. Putting any shield stuff in there is a bad idea. We kind of just want the tracking computer. A painter? No. The double web is probably better. Damage control instead of multi-spectrum? No, because we're armor tanked. We want all the armor. We want all the armor. We can take out... Ooh, we can take out a capacitor control circuit. And we could put in... We could take this out and in the rig. This is tough because there's no hole. You know what I'm saying? There's no... It's crazy. It's so funny. We could put in a DPS mod. Give me the one that's rate of fire. Hydraulic bay, load bay, accelerator. Yeah, that pumps us up a decent amount of DPS. That's pretty good. Trimark, I think it has to be Trimark, just to increase the raw armor that we have. And this is going to pump us up. It only gives us another 1,000 EHP. I don't know. There's other... I think the Nano is probably better than Tri, because it only gives us another 500 raw armor. The Nano is going to be better than that, because the Nano Pump, it fits, and it gives us another... It gives us another 10 HP per second. That's not nothing. This is a cruiser. This is a cruiser, so we're going to have an MTU. Let's, like, think about this. The 19 km web should do it. I like the extra 4K range that this has. Reactive takes time to spool up. It does, but it will give me more tank throughout the room, and the bigger rooms, like the trig rooms, are actually the scary thing. What I'm not liking is this other mid slot that's just kind of awkward, right? You could argue a second web. That's not a bad idea. You could argue a target painter because we have missiles. Fine. You could argue another missile guidance enhancer is actually probably best, because then we could run one missile range, one missile precision, because then we get all of the benefits of this. That's probably better. That's probably better, because then we can always swap this into being double missile range, which then goes to 37. I think this is the right move. This is the right move. ECM, stop us right now. You know what you're doing. What Abyss is actually a really good question. What's the lock time? I don't know. You know, but I never bring SIBOs into the Abyss. It's just not a good idea. It's just not a good idea. So we could take out this other ballistic control system. Let's answer this question, chat. Okay. Let's answer this question. Let's go into our Discord and see the Eve Abyss section. Let's go right here and let's look at our handy dandy cheat sheet here. Okay. For T3 Abyss, we really want 450 DPS. We're at 635. So we can actually take away a ballistic control system and throw in another armor rep. Now we're talking. So now we're talking. So why run guns? Why not all missiles? Because we have hard points are maxed out. Hard points are maxed out. So this is actually one of the ways you want to do this. We're not taking this into T4s. We're going to start with a T3 and kind of work our way up to see what works and go for this. So I really like having the DPS module, and then the nano pump there gives us just a wee bit more, an inch more. Okay. Armor rep or resistance. Yeah, this is a really good showcase of this. And we don't really... We could put a damage control in because we have a decent amount of shields, but we have almost no hull. We only have 750 hull. So damage control instead of the reactive is going to help our capacitor, but we're good because we still have a large cap battery. So doing just fine. Doing just fine. 2x rep would be good if I had good security status, but I don't. I don't have a good security status. So I don't get a benefit from the increased armor capacitor. So, and I always like to get... I like to put more tank instead of put more heals, because I'd rather stop the incoming damage first. That's what I like to do. So, yep, Concord Abyss. Can you fly 2 rapid lights instead of guns? No, because that's still missile launcher hardpoints. Missile launcher hardpoints. So, what we'll do, 700 million-esque. Let's tech 2 the afterburner, because we'll need the speed. We're good on cap. We're good on cap. Okay. Show me what a damage control 2 would do. I mean, it would increase the EHP. I'm leaning into putting a damage control in just because we have a decent amount of shield. And that is another almost, it's 9% shield resist across the board. And we have a lot of shield. That Omni tank, I think, is gonna, I think this might be better because it's better on our cap. It's just an easy one of boop. Is the reactive better? Probably. This is the Enforcer. Yeah, this is the Concord ship. So let's talk about drones for just a sec. So I have these skimmers in here. These are the light target painting drones because we don't do a ton of drone DPS. And I wanted to just put in a little bit more E-War with this. So will it repair enough? I think so, because we have plenty of tank across the board. And why I think, let's start with the reactive, because I want to feel how this feels. Because what's going to end up happening is our base resist is 61. We turn this on, it doesn't go up to 67 across the board. You guys know that the reactive gives me 15%, but it is not 15%. It's going to end up being 30% and 30%. So it'll end up being like 6-7 resist, actually. It'll end up being like, come on. It'll end up being like 74 to 67 resist. So I think this will be the better thing because we are armor tanked. We are armor tanked. He said the thing. He said the thing. That's right, chat. That's right. So I think this is the proper mids. It is 6-7 resist. It really is. I think this is the proper mids. The lows are frustrating to me because I'd like to just slap on another missile guidance enhancer. So tell you what. Yeah. Y'all think I need more damage or more tank? It's only 60 more DPS. I think we need more tank. Can you bling it more? Probably. The shield was better with 850 DPS. This is a good question. Okay. Let's do Abyss Test Armor. All right. Abyss Test Armor had 635 DPS and had 11.6k EHP. All right, this is armor. All right, armor. It's a bad A. Let's go to the shield because these are Omni tank. So we have to see what's better, okay? And let's put this like this. This guy is going to use the same missiles, same stuff. We've got 700 DPS, okay? And we've got less EHP because we're not using the damage control. Shield boost rate is higher. We are getting more heals per second. We also don't have the tracking, but we do have the missile guidance enhancers in the lows to help with those things. So this is also not calf stable is a really good point. Really good point. Now it is. Now it is. 7 minutes is cap stable. Now it is. Yeah, no more Ansel rig. Yeah. Gotta make this the Tech 2 afterburner. One sec. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So the question becomes, you know, we want that, even though it loses another minute, I think this is still better. The shield one, I think, is going to be really awesome for Electrical Abyss. You know, because we can load, instead of using Hail here, this is going to be, so we could do Gamma and do plus shields. Doesn't really help us here, so it doesn't really fit our fit. We don't really want to, like, do that. So we could do Electrical, obviously, and fit these auto cannons with EMP ammo, which does EM damage at good range. Very nice. Good tracking. And obviously these would be EM as well. Okay, we could do Electrical Abyss with these, with the Mjolnir. Okay, it's less DPS, but it's not because we're doing EM damage. The skimmers also do EM damage. They do thermal damage too, but you know, so. Is a buffer tank okay? The short answer is I don't like a buffer tank in the Abyss. Short answer. So. Yeah. Of course, Wolf. Exclamation point fits is all of our fits. And you can copy and paste them. We're doing this live, so I haven't put them in there yet. So, yeah. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Yeah. I think what we'll do is the easiest one to test in is the electrical abyss. Okay. We'll start there. Now let's get Kaldari Navy Mjolnir as well. And let's look at the range with Mjolnir. 38 is plenty. So we're losing out on the mid slots there, but we gain... It's not a better tank. You see that? In no way is this a better tank. Only 55%. But we have better active. It's a bit of a trade-off. We do have a large shield instead of a medium shield. So, you know, it's 2k... Right. Look less at the EHP, more about the amount of resists we will block. You know? Shield has 55% resist. Armor has 67. It's closer to 70 because of how reactive armor works. I think the armor one's going to be better. The question is, which one? I think the armor one might be better. Because, and I'm just going to go with my gut here, that the armor one is better. And here's why. We get more choices with the double missile guidance script. Because if we're out of range of something, we can always just use our missile guidance enhancers in the mids to get more range. This is in addition to the Navy ammo that we are getting. The Abyss is all about having options. So with this, and look, it goes out to 56. 56 km is plenty with the, this is Javelin. I don't like Javelins. Let me do, we don't ever want to use Javelins. I do not like Javelins. I like either Faction or Rage. That's what we want. We want the Mjolnir Rage. I was going to say, man, that's a long range, you know. With Rage ammo, we do 500 DPS with just those. We go out to 31, but I can always swap on one of these, and then it goes out to 37. Plus our web, and why we're actually even doing this is because the Enforcer gets bonuses to the web range. That's a lot of webs. 23 km web range is quite massive. And against the frigates, you can do double missile precision. Double missile precision. So this will be... I really think that this is the better one simply because we have the options of the missile guidance enhancers in the lows. So finally, let's get our guns going. We're only going to be doing Republic Fleet EMP. Let's bring like, let's just bring like, I don't know, 4,000 of this just to call it. So, and we can bring like 3. Let's bring like 2750 just to save some stuff. Okay, so now we do that DPS. Skimmers, still fine. I like how the tank is bigger. Oh, do I still have the wrong engineering rigs? I do. I have the, oh no, this is fine. Nano pump and the medium loading bay accelerator is the correct one. I think that's so, because this is cap stable with everything on, which is still amazing. Still awesome. And we've got a Tech 2 Afterburner. This has better EHP, less DPS, but we're going to be able to survive in the Abyss better. The Abyss is all about the chances that you take and surviving. So cap overkill for the electric, exactly. That's why our rigs are not the capacitor-focused rigs. We just don't need them. We just don't need them. So let me kind of think about this. Tech 2, good, good, good. I don't necessarily want to bling these if I can help it. That's fine, that's fine. That's fine. We could, this is still a good enough one. How more expensive are the better armors? These are 20%. They go from 1 million ISK apiece to 55 million ISK apiece. So, you know what I'm saying? You can bling it maybe for T4s, but not for what we're looking for here. So, in fact, let's use and let's bling stuff down even further, because we're going to be going into T3s. This is now 600 million. It still goes out to, man, out to 15 is much worse. Much worse. Goodness gracious. Man. Ouch is right. I like this one where it is. The problem is, look at the range. We could use a Dread Garista, which is only 40 million ISK. We had one of these in there that were 150 million ISK. So this one has, we're looking for range right here. This one is 39 million ISK and 52 million ISK and has another 1K range. Let's see what we're at with the Dread Garista Web. Dread Garista Web is 20. That's already pretty good. For another 20 million ISK, we go out to 21. So see that? We're going to use the cheaper one because we don't need the extra 1 meter. Who cares? That is 20, from 12 to 20 is a massive range. So we went from 1.4 billion ISK to 600 million ISK, much more affordable, especially for T3s when we're going to go test this out. So I still think the DPS one is the proper one. We've got our correct scripts in there. We've got our correct ammo. Let's get some paste. This is a cruiser. So we are going to be doing, let's get like a solid like 300 paste. Let's get a mobile tractor unit. Okay, because whenever you're doing Cruiser Abyss, you really want an MTU. And I'm going to tell you right now, you want the Pack Rat one. I've done enough Abyss. You want to splurge on the Pack Rat MTU because it sucks up stuff faster than the normal MTU. It's much, much better. So, okay. What's the faster rep rig? I don't know, but this is good enough. Let's put a armor rep here. Now let's talk about our pod. In all of our ships recently, we've been putting some cheaper pods in for like 5 million ISK just to make it a little bit more well-rounded. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So if I come down to the implant section, we're going to skip all the attributes one. Let's start with missiles. Slot 6. Here we've got snapshot, torpedoes, cruise, launcher efficiency. We have hams, heavy assault missiles, so none of these are going to apply. So we skip slot 6. Slot 7 is we're going to go for, here's heavy assault missiles is right here. And for only a million ISK, we do another 1% damage with our hams. So for another, I love the 701s, 801s. I love these because they're so cheap and they're so good at making your stuff better. Look, here's our signature radius for all of our ships are better. Boop, pop that in for slot 8. Slot 9, decreased factor of target's velocity for missiles. That's what we want. Hit them faster, hit them better. Fantastic. Slot 10 is then just a global, this is just a global rate of fire increase for all missiles. Boop. Fantastic. So now we've got our pod in just a bunch of -1s. We still need slot 6. What are we going to do for slot 6? Well, let's check out what armor has since we're armor tanked. Slot 6. Reduction in repair system duration might be good. It just helps me to heal faster. You know, just a little faster. 07 from Southern Africa. My goodness. We are a global community. Good to see you, 07. Thank you for that. Love that. I can tell you that I don't love this as much as the standard slot 6 is the engineering implant, which is 1% reduction in capacitor recharge time.
Loru, aren't you going into the electrical abyss?
Yeah, when we're nuded, we're going to want that. We only have one module that's nuded focused, that's anti-newts, and that single module is going to help us, I think. So, got our cheap pod, got our pack rat, got our skimmers, got our paste. Oh, we're going to want a very easy. This is the hard shell. This is the dose 1 costs 120,000 ISK. It's cost nothing, and it gives another 3% shield. So it's just for very little monies, you get just another big bad boy. So I think this is it. Chat, type 1 if you think this ship is ready to go into the abyss. What do y'all think? Into T3 electrical abyss. Let's see. Okay. Phoenix, God bless you. 07 to you, Phoenix. with the fantastic stuff coming in. Let's name this. C3 Electric Lad. Okay? Let's buy it. Let's buy it. I do have this Abyssal Enforcer that is worth 4 billion ISK. This is something we're going to be giving away during the subathon because it's got 4 billion ISK worth of modules in it. So we're going to give this to the people. We're going to give that to the nerds. So the electric geezers. That's right. That's right. Let me go get an Enforcer. Okay, I have a couple of them in my ship folder here. So, you know.
Loru, what's with all these very expensive ships you have in a box randomly?
Don't miss tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow's subathon will be one for the ages. Mephisto, you're right. Somebody gave me... Was it you who gave me a fancy pacifier? That, look, yeah, this is... Was it you, Mephisto? I think it was you. Gave me Mad Rambo's pacifier fit to just give away. Look at that. Boom. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Look at that goodies. Tomorrow's going to be a great day, everybody. Tomorrow's going to be a fantastic day. So, oh, let's check out how much this does with the Abyssal roll here. Whoa! Big range on this thing. What a nut. Yo, why am I in a Vedmac, bro? Thanks for that. My goodness. Let's take... So, with a basic green web, 20 km. With this Abyssal rolled web, what do we go to? Let's find out. Let's find out. Oh. Oh, okay. Just 21. All right. It is what it is. We're going to leave this one for the people at 21. We're going to give this to the people tomorrow. That's what we're going to do. Also, that skin right there is getting given away. Also, this coif is getting given to the people. Also, this is being given away. Love it. That's 100 MCAN. Can be a game changer. You don't know. Oh, you're right. And we're all right. We'll just test this out. Okay, let's buy this stuff. Everything but the Enforcer. Everything but the Enforcer. Siege 07 to you. Thanks for being here. Happy birthday, Siege. Congratulations. Thanks for spending it here. We'll talk to you soon. You're crazy? Yeah. Yeah. Only fly what you can afford to lose, champ. What do we got here? Oh, 17K. Max velocity is a little low. There we go. There we go. 26K. 26K. Sick. Now listen, I'm not going to fly those Abyssal webs. I'm going to give them away because I want to see how this ship works for the guide we're going to make without any kind of Abyssal rolling. I'm going to give this to the people though. So thank you for that. Huge stuff. Massive stuff. Let's give this Enforcer a bit of a run, shall we? Shall we, chat? Let's do it. Thank you for the web. Simple. Simply Bull. Good to have you. Thank you for being here. It's good to have you. So let's put in this ammo. Put in this ammo. Let's get you ready. Let's get you ready. Boom, done. And then let's get in a burner clone. Okay. Let's get in a burner clone because we have a bunch of... do I have a burner ready? Yeah, I do. So this is our other... Yeah, I have to replace the Crystal Chronos because of our stream last night. Fantastic. So... Are there Skinner skins? Yeah. Yeah. We've got a lot of stuff ready. Check this out. All of these skins are going to be giveawayable tomorrow. Okay. We're going to spend like 6 hours just giving crap away. We've got this Jitafor 4 Odysseus. We've got the Desert Glass skin. This is from Lore, one of the people that was in our recent Skinner contest. They gave me one. I paid for it. I paid Plex for this, and I wanted to make sure y'all got it. So this is one of the Cerberuses. Going to have an awesome times, you know. Oh, I have a Gaia skins. I have 6 Gaia skins for the community to get. You can sell them. You can do what you want with them because I'm flying a Gaia tomorrow. I have, look, someone gave this because wife liked the Astero skin, so they made it for me, and then they said, give it to your wife. And I said, fine, I accept. Sounds good to me. We've got my skins. I made a couple of these. You know, look at this. This is fantastic. That serb is great. Yes, this is my Midas skin. This is made by you boys, so some of you are going to get, like, signature Loru skins. Look, y'all remember the Purifier skin that almost won? From Selena. Selena made this for me. I paid for it, and I wanted to make sure we were giving this away to the people. This might be one of the best looking Purifier skins I've ever seen. Here's the Security Officer Raptor. You know, there's so many good things. Oh, we've got 5. I paid Beholden to make me 5 more Thanatos skins. Look at this. Jory made these for y'all. I paid for them with Plex to make sure we were ready to... I'm going to give these away for free tomorrow. I'm going to give them away. It's going to be a great day. Yo, this was the Omen from the thing. Look at these. Look at these. Look at this Omen. It looks like marble with a gold. Nice wooden inlay or something sick. Any mining ships? Do I have... Yeah, I have a couple that I made. This is my Under the Radar skin. I did like a matte black with a bit of Entaki green. The metallic. And the name has the only red. Like where it says Coveter, that's the only part that's red, excuse me. So look at that. The rest of it's like this black and Entaki green just all over the place. Looking real nice. It looks delicioso. So love it, champ. Will YouTube be able to enter in? Yes, everybody can enter into our giveaways all the time. We do not gate them to one platform. Everybody, you have to be in our Discord to do it, right? Everybody will be eligible to enter in. You just got to be in the Discord. So go get in there now. So do you see my Industrial Health kit? No, please send it to me. I will gladly check it out. Let's plug these in. Manfred, thank you. I will read this later. God bless you. So we got our pack rat. Let's get our loot folder. Actually, we're full. See that? We're full, champ. What's taking up so much inventory? This ammo can probably go. We can cut that in half. We can cut this in half. We still can't fit a loot folder. Man, this sucks. The Discord bot is going to get broken tomorrow. Yeah, the MTU is like literally half of our stuff, but you need an MTU. You need one. So, oh well, we just can't use it. So, you know, got the drones ready. The skimmers are going to be silly. Let's check out our skin. Chat. Which one should we do? Should we do Project Discovery? Beautiful skin. Look at that. Project Discovery. Big chillin'. Carbon fiber vibes. Looking real nice. We've got the Dead Recruiter. Okay. Just black and yellow and red. Delicious. I do love this one. This is for doing the Refer a Friend bonuses. And don't sleep on the Aurora Universalis skin. This skin looks hot. I mean, look at this. It's got the whoosh around the outside, right? I love the black with the purple. Looks really nice. I think Project Discovery is the best one, though. Yes, I do agree. The Aurora skin is nice. I do like the Project Discovery skin. Oh, yeah. Looks really great. Okay, chat. Okay. What we're going to do, we're going to take out the Enforcer in just a moment. I'm going to take a quick break. I got to go hit the head. We've been streaming for like 2 hours. When we get back, we're going to do a giveaway for 2 billion-esque and 3 LSIs. Okay. We'll be back in about 5 minutes-ish. BRB in 5-ish minutes. 5-ish minutes. Billions of giveaways when we return. Something just got stuck in my throat. We'll see ya in just a moment. Some more coffee is right. We'll be right back with more EVE Online in just a moment. If you're going to bounce, follow the stream. We'll be right back in just a moment. Wums, thanks for being
Tier 1, out of your mind.
Really good to see you, Wums. Thank you for that. And we'll be right back with Eve in just a moment. We'll be right back in just a moment. Chant. When my that's right. When my wife says 5 minutes to get ready.
What did he
Say, chat, welcome back. Good to see you. I know it was over 5, but I didn't have my meal preps ready downstairs, so I had to microwave some stuff while my wife is working on some administrative things. Yeah, a good little break, chat. Let's give some stuff away. Here we go. Let's, chat, this doesn't look right. 1.9? Let's call it 2. 2 billion-esque. 2 bisque. And a box that what's in the box? I think Brad Pitt said that somewhere. Inside of this box will be 3 LSIs. Another 2.3 billion-esque. Let's get it done. 2 winners. 2 big things for the community to prep for tomorrow's subathon. If you want to win, you first have to be following us and then be in Discord. It's very simple. It takes a couple clicks. Come on down. And this is also important. This is how we're giving the subathon stuff away tomorrow. So if you want to win any of the stuff tomorrow, you have to do these things as well. Be following on Twitch or subbed on YouTube. It doesn't matter which one. Choose your favorite, pick your favorite, whatever. And then be in Discord. Okay. No, that's right, Red Diaz. No problem. So Juicy, I'm getting the shakes. Is everything all right, brother? Everything all right over on YouTube? I got rice. I got veggie kebabs. And I made some very nice, we found this really organic, healthy hot dog brand. It's a hot dog, but it's just easier for me to heat up and call it a day. So, so good. So good. Am I okay? Yeah. Do I not look okay? You making fun of me, Tran. Mods, add 1 electron to that man's body for calling me chilly. How dare you? Yeah, it's all fine. I mean, this is my hair light, if that's what you're talking about, So, I got a hair light going on. I have some homemade sourdough bread. You also have sourdough bread nuts? Fantastic. Hydrate. Sure. I will do this. If you're wondering how this tastes, it's a bit staticky. You know how when you're changing channels, there's some static in between the channels when we were growing up? Tastes like that. Okay? Yes. The hole in my chest from the static? Oh. See. This is green. If my hair light hits it, it doesn't. But if the hair light's not on it, it's like a void in my chest. Thank you, Darkin. Trying. And I have even more stuff coming. We'll give y'all another. In fact, I'll do the word, and then I'll talk to you about the upcoming stuff that I'll be doing tonight to get ready for the subathon. So you're following on Twitch or subbed on YouTube. Always free. We never paywall our giveaways. Every single giveaway we've ever done has been free to enter in. Every time. Don't listen to the haters. We don't do that here. We don't paywall stuff. That's stupid. And illegal, by the way. Link the Discord. Link your Discord. Make sure this is how the bot knows that you're following on Twitch or subbed on YouTube. I'm telling you to do it now because tomorrow this is how we're going to be doing all of our giveaways. It's going to be big stream. Then you're going to type the word we say into the giveaway chat of our Discord. 2 winners. The word is one more day. Type one more day 1 time. Case sensitive as I've typed it. One more day 1 time as I've typed it, case sensitive, into my Discord. Click it. Have it be done. Have a good time. So, is there anything you should get ready for tomorrow? I would get the Jitta. Yeah. Get the Jitta. That's about it. So, yeah, chat, tomorrow, I showed you this on last night's stream. I'll show you again, man. You guys know that our camera broke. So right now I'm using a webcam. This is a 10-year-old webcam that you're looking at. And it's okay, but you can kind of see up here, there's some frilly. It doesn't do the green screen very, very well. My old camera broke. This is the Sony ZVE10. It broke. I'm trying to get it fixed. I'm trying to find somebody that'll fix it for a decent amount. In the meantime, I got the Sony ZVE10 II. So I got the next one up, and I got my lens on it. This is a Sigma 16mm. And this is what I typically use to stream. And I'm going to be setting this up again tonight to get ready for the subathon. If it don't work, if somehow it's not working, I still have backup. Good to go. So We're working on it, chat. We're working on it. Now, being a content creator is all about understanding your tech as well. About the QA, about all that good stuff. So, yeah, that's right. It's so annoying, Fuzi. Why don't they just call it the ZVE 20 instead of ZVE 10 2? Ugh, so stupid. So Sigma's great lenses, yeah. Oh, Goku, you have no idea. It is not. It is not. We do good work. We do good work. So solver streaming, yeah, I didn't want to get into the bigger bodies. I'm probably going to have to get... don't turn on, Hack. Looks like the battery's dead or something's not working on it. It just don't turn on. I didn't want to get the Sony A7Z, whatever it is. It's like... how much is that? The Sony camera body alone. The big one is actually like... I think it's like $3,000 for the body. Right? Sony A7... Yeah, the Sony A7... The A7 III is $2,000 for the body. The A7 IV is 22. You know, that's like double and triple the price of what I'm trying to pay right now. So, no thank you. No thank you. So $1,400 for the body. On Amazon, it was like 15 to 2K, depending. Maybe they had a pack with it, like a little lens or something. So, yeah, correct. That'll be overkill for sure. For sure. So, yeah. Definitely. I might get that at some point, but right now I'm going up in phases. You know, I used this webcam forever ago. Then I got better webcams. Then I got a DSLR camera. Then I tried other webcams and the DSLR ones were basically better. So, right, exactly, Desert. And I don't want so much money for this. You know, I've moved my setup around and I'm in a different room now. And I got a new softbox. That's another thing, y'all. This looks nice because I actually got my first ever softbox. So is Exacore fine for tomorrow? The short answer is probably. We're going to have... I wouldn't buy any ships yet. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Is wait for tomorrow. Hold. Because we're going to be doing a lot tomorrow. A lot. So 8K red camera. Yeah, when I'm MKBHD, you know. I mean, chat, here's the reality. I'm just not going to stop making content. So in 10 years, I'm going to have a literal, team doing production for me. God, what's up with my hair, dude? I'll have a hairdresser that'll be able to do this for me so I can stop playing with my hair live on stream. I went to this haircut place and they did not do a very good job in my opinion. I'm very upset about it. So, you know. If I check Woot for a camera, don't know what that is. Frosty, why don't you send it to me on Discord? I'll have to check it out. So, I don't know what that... Oh, dagger, nice. I was like, what does he mean? Yeah, I get it now. If I get into the fleet tomorrow, it'll be a maiden Raven flight. Nice. We'll see. That's more of a shield ship. Come tomorrow, you'll see what's up. So, all right, chat. Going once. Going twice. Last call. When I type sold, the giveaway is done. 5, 4, 3, 2,
1. And it's sold, chat. That's it.
Some of you type it out at the very last second. I see you. No more entries will be entered in. See how this is it's like picking up the artifacting of the green screen, like right here. My DSLR camera does that a lot better. It's not perfect, but it does it better. And this, I can't, no matter what I do, the webcam just has this artifacting on the side of my chair. It is what it is. So, you know, it is what it is. Because I moved my stuff around. So, try. Dagger, you'll get it next time. Don't worry. So, you'll get it next time. We're having the subathon tomorrow, so you have plenty of time. So, you might bring a Raiju for the community. Listen, don't do that. I'm telling you, can don't bring a Raiju to this fleet. Don't do that. That's what, 600 billion plus? Don't do that. It's going to die. There is a 100... This is not like our other NPSI fleets. This is not. So, what time does stream start tomorrow? Check our Discord. Check our YouTube for the times that start for you. So, for example, while the bot is going, if I go up to the event section of Discord and I come down here, this says 10 a.m. my time, right? This is going to auto-update for all of your time zones. Okay, so click interested in to RSVP to this. It'll auto-start to your time zone. I tried to make it really easy for y'all. The one on YouTube as well also auto-updates. So both auto-update to your time zone. 300 people RSVP. Quite nice. That's pretty sick. Pretty sick. We're going to yeet a Gaia for the first time. Very excited about it. It's going to be a great time. Going to be a great time. So, check. Oh, I just kicked my camera. That's why I'm bouncing, chat. Because I kicked my camera. Let me just kind of put my foot there for just a moment. Guy is the command carrier, yes. Brand new command carrier. Brand new command carrier. So, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. The winner of, let's see, chat. All right, we got 2 winner. 2 bisque. 2 bisque. Oh, Saturday's family day. Totally fine, mobs. We're going to be live like 12 hours that day. So, I mean, if y'all come out and just have a good time as much as you can, you know, then that's the way of it. Show up when you can. Don't think you have to be there for the whole thing, you know? So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of those giveaways are... It's Salamanus and Linkler! Congratulations! Well done! Enjoy it. Fantastic. Fantastic. As always, if you won something, I will DM you. You have to DM me your Eve in-game name. If you won something, DM me your Eve in-game name on Discord. DM me your Eve in-game name on Discord. Rigged? That's right, Chan. That's right. They're all rigged. They're all rigged. Only the winners win. So it's rigged. Isn't that right? So those are done. That's that. Chat, let's go get some Enforcer Abyss action on. We'll save the rest of these... skill injectors there. So, yeah, welcome back to this the Enforcer Abyss test. We're taking this ship out into the Abyss for one reason and one reason only, and that's this guy right here. Stasis web range is increased. That's pretty hot. It's awesome. It's actually very great for the Abyss. In our Dread Garista, it goes out to 20 km with the various skills, and if we heat this, it goes out to 25. It's pretty hot, pretty awesome, and we're primarily going to put it in the missiles. We're going to start there and see what kind of stuff we can get into. Let's undock, everybody. Let's undock and see what's up. Let's go take out this ship and have a great time with it. So happy to do it. Happy to do it, yes. So the ship looks like it is. This is an expensive ship. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is an expensive ship. But I'll tell you that that's part of the game sometimes. So I'm trying to think of how to do this. We're going to want these kind of be ready at all time. I think that's... we could do something like this, maybe. Yeah, I think that's okay. Keep these on. This will be on at all times. No covert ops cloak, because we don't need one. So get away from Jitta. Oh, I will never, ever do Abyss in Jitta. Ever, ever, ever. So, if they can clear T3, then I'm down to buy one. They will definitely be able to clear T3. I guarantee it. Absolutely. So, the only question I have is, how am I going to pop caches? Let's switch this to... Ooh, do I have the wrong missiles? Are these the Navy? Rage. Caldari Navy. Okay, good. What I want to do is I want to have... it's still maxed out. What I want to do is I want to have one of these set up to be 30 km out. Because our drones, I might switch these off of skimmers. I might not have these be the E-War drones. Because what I think, and I'm just going to do this live, because I have a feeling we're going to end up doing this anyway. Welcome in, everybody, for just joining us. It's Enforcer Electrical Abyss. We're going to try this out because of the web range. I think what we do instead is we throw in some Hornets. Some Hornets. Because they have an extremely high shield. And since we're going into these, they'll be harder to kill, even though they do kinetic damage. And because we can use them within 60 kilometers, we can save up the missiles for actually popping enemies instead of popping loot caches. So tell you what, chat, tell you what. Let's swap this back, and I'm going to just try... Let's warp this. I'm going to try to, like... You're going to have to reload this whole thing, right? Yes. Give me... Reload Mjolnirs. Reload Mjolnirs. That's going to be bothering me, so I want to do this here. Yes, I'm going to do that there. Let's do... Yeah, that's good. What's the drone range? 60 km. 60 km on this lovely, lovely ship. Money, 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 money. If I sing that song more, I'll be demonetized. Because YouTube don't like me humming. So when you're doing the Abyss, can you like showcase what all the little audio chirps mean in the game? Audio chirps in the game. Do you mean like, I mean, the only thing I'm thinking about is the actual like... And the short answer is it's not really worth the time to talk about that, because if like a missile hits you, you're going to hear it, you're going to feel it. You know, the little wing is like you getting locked onto. That's basically it, right? So when you reload, I guess, The poop up? Sure, you know. What's up, Pyramana? We're doing Enforcer Abyss. T3 Electricals. Gonna take out the Enforcer. We get an armor tanked Enforcer. I think a shield tank might be better for like a T4, T5, perhaps. Because we're gonna be able to fit on the extra large shield booster, potentially. If we ANSI fit. If we do all that crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, let's get this done. And I think, yeah, I'm not going to use the skimmers. I'm going to do something else. So, the low cap warning, yeah. All part of it. Correct, that was the low cargo chirp. What do I have my, speaking of that, what do I have my alert settings at? Let's go to shield is like 40, I think. Let's go to armor is like 35. Hull is anything in hull, basically. Capacitor, I want to hear if it's like at 30% capacitor. Available cargo threshold, I'll turn that off because who cares? So, am I going the right way, bro? Chat, I'm going the wrong way. Stop warping. Stop warping. Stop warp. Okay. Warp anyway. Warp, sure. Warp anyway. Sounds great. We're going to turn this ship around. We're going to turn this ship around. We're going to turn it around. Where did I make a mistake? Ooh, let me permit you. Why don't you type that again? Why don't you type that again? Type that again for the people to see it. Go ahead and do it again. The bot said no to you. Go ahead and type your link again, my friend. There you go. Warning, it's a meme, obviously. Obviously. So, what happened, bro? What did you do, bro? Listen. Transporting a billion-isk of skill extractors in an Ibis. Where did you go wrong? You transported a billion-isk in skill extractors in an Ibis. You also did not have an insta-dock point at Jeddah. Because if you did, this would not have killed you. No matter what this is. This tornado made a bunch of... Did it drop? I didn't even drop, bro. That's crazy. That sucks. The tornado died. That's crazy, man. So fix the fit. There's nothing to fix. Just don't fly. Don't do that. Don't gate that. You literally do nothing of what you just saw. Do not fly a starter ship. So I'm transporting a billion in the Mastodon. Fair enough. You know, so fix the fit. Yeah, exactly. So try to be smart. Yes. Instead, you can use our travel fit. Apparently, in my exclamation point fits, you will see a Merlin fit that we talk about. It's very cost effective. That is a travel fit Merlin. Okay, and it's for, yeah, right here. It's less than a million-isk, and it has 7,000 EHP. Good cargo. It goes decently fast at 7 AU, and is like, this is literally for getting from A to B. It's one of the first haulers I ever used. It's very nice. It's just super easy to go take your stuff in. So, you know, you lose bin. Yes, you can use an executioner. Yeah, any T1 frigate. It don't really matter, you know. It really doesn't matter. So you can use a shuttle. The problem with shuttles is they're made of paper. That if you use a shuttle, you're basically asking for the gangers to, like, kill you. You're basically advertising.
Please, FC, I have no HP and am full of goodies. Please kill me. End my life.
That's basically what you're trying to say whenever you fly a shuttle. If I'm flying a shuttle, it's because I'm getting from A to B very fast, and I don't have, you know, like, anything in the cargo. So I prefer something with 400 plus cargo. Fair enough. You know, get you some good stuff. Or rather just stick with the BR. Yes, same, Johnny, honestly. I fly the Viator all over the place, bro. So I just noticed that the Enforcer is really awesome with the missiles. We've got a little cap. Look how the gun is like on the front. Right here, it's got gun and then like missile. Isn't that fun? Pretty sick. There's a missile thing on top. And then underneath it has them too. Very, very cool. I like these. Where you could see where my headcanon is. This is where like you enter the ship from, you know? Ooh. It like, the centerpiece like comes down. Fantastic. So, do not transport skill injectors. Yeah, the problem with Marquis' take on skill injectors is he says don't transport it because you can use them anywhere. The problem with Marquis' take is I don't use them anywhere. I want to sell them. So if you want to sell them, you have to get them certain places. So there's nothing wrong with him saying, hey, if you're going to use it, you can remote skill inject. And sorry, extract. You can remote... I don't know if you can remote skill extract. You can remote skill inject from anywhere in the game. It doesn't make any sense. It absolutely doesn't make sense. If there's a skill injector in Null and I'm in Pochvin, I can insert the skills into my brain, even though it's literally a universe away. It doesn't make any sense. You can do both. That's weird. It's very, very strange. And if you're trying to transport skill extractors or LSIs, I recommend that you use some kind of blockade runner, some kind of slippery cloaky ship, and not a daggum clone bay or something. Not a not a shuttle. I just read clone bay in the chat. Do what you want. I'm not your dad. Do what you want, chat. Do what you want. You're injecting liquefied skills. None of it makes sense. I disagree. I think I should be there to insert the needle into me. I think inserting the needle into me across space and time don't make sense. My space game must make sense. What did we forget?
Let's turn this car around, baby.
Let's send myself back to Jitta, champ. Let's send myself back to Jitta. I just typed in Jira, so that happened. So I have a messaging game. Okay. Let's see it. So, delicious. Delicious. Look at these Paragon things. I'm not going to be buying any more skins right now because all of my Plex is spoken for. But I appreciate this grim dark Hulk. This is nice. I appreciate this. Very, very cool. Nice. I'm not going to be buying any other skinners because I have a lot of... My Plex is spoken for, so... Oh, I love this one. This is one of the ones from the Subathon. With the, like, dragon scales looking thing. Looking sick. Liet, very, very nice. Excellent job. Excellent job, Liet. Y'all are so creative with all these. Sheesh. No filaments. No filaments, chat. That's right. So before I do anything else, I'm going to go change out my stuff right now. One moment. Okay. Really? Interesting. I didn't know this was a thing. Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to look at that. What else was I talking about, chat? I was saying something. Oh yeah, we're going to take the Loru's T3 Electric. We need to add some filaments into this so I don't forget. Electrical. Jet tomorrow's gonna be good. I gotta tell you though, it's a lot. I've been planning it for months, really planning it for weeks. It's been a lot, and we're gonna have a great time, chat. I'm also excited to announce to all of you a very big announcement at some point during the subathon tomorrow. We're going to announce one of the biggest announcements of my career. I'm going to announce it tomorrow. It's bigger than 50k subs. Bigger. You'll see it. It's all good news. And you'll see it. You'll see it. So, no, it did not Goku, but whatever. So, teaser? Nah. Not pregnant? Station campers are an annoying creature. So 51k subs, got them. I'm leaving for FC. No. This is an interesting question. They would not hire me, chat. So because of everything that's happening. So no, and just to be clear about the drama that happened a couple months ago, FC suspended me from the partner program, and we've said this, I disagree with why they did it. It's unclear if I'm going to try to rejoin. I'm going to see if it's a good move for my brand. That's not the announcement tomorrow. I have another announcement tomorrow. Just to be clear to y'all, it's been about a month or two since FC sided with an angry Reddit mob, you know, and over out of context clips and lies. Literally what happened. I don't know if I'm going to reapply. I'm probably going to, but I'm really considering my options here and how to move forward as a community and not have to deal with that kind of bureaucracy again, to be direct. So, you know, creating my own corporation? No. So, and just to be clear, chat, I love EVE Online. I love playing the game. There's a reason I'm still playing it. I'm having fun. When I stop having fun, you'll know, because I'm going to stop playing EVE. When I stop having fun. That's what it is. So, you know. Does not being in the creator program affect drops? Probably, but, you know, I'm not sure. They choose where to put drops, so it is what it is. You know, staying independent doesn't hurt. Yeah, and we didn't lose a ton of money from having it stop anyway. So, you know, that's how it is. Your joke for the physical alt for PI was quite funny. Yeah. I love it. Oh, man. So, no. Exactly correct, Ekanash. Yes. Untethered your own man. Yes. So, oh, sure, Shoddy. Yeah. I would like to reapply when my little suspension time is up. And I'd like to, but I'm weighing my options because I really don't need to. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Like, I don't have to. You know, other creators, they get their identity from their proximity to the developers. We don't. I have nothing but love for the team that does so much work, and they really are making one of the best games ever, you know. And what happened was pretty not great. Not for me, from them. You know, I did what I had to do, right? They made their choice. We'll just like put it that way. So, you know. When did you not become a partner? A couple months ago. Was it 2 months now? It might have been 2 months now. So, you know. As long as partnership with Marquee is still on, you could use that. Yeah, the whole thing is that my goal is always this. How do we keep making awesome content for all of y'all? That's my line, that's my goal. So if things are happening that are stopping that fun stuff from going on, I might not continue those things. So if somehow being in the EVE partnership program is stopping us from doing bigger, better stuff, then why would I apply? Why would I go back in? You know what I'm saying? That's my thinking there. So I'll probably apply, but we'll just we'll see. My line in the sand is, can I keep helping the individuals? That's it. So because we, you know, everybody's welcome here. They always have been. Even if people on Reddit want to lie about me, those people don't get to define me because they don't know me. They don't have my phone number. They don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. Correct. Exactly, chat. So, you know. Yeah. True, low disc. True. I did to a point, but it wasn't great. So that's all I'll say about that. So the announcement tomorrow, that is not what I meant to talk about, actually. The announcement tomorrow has nothing to do with the EVE devs, or I have nothing but respect for it, and the partner program, which is what it is. The announcement tomorrow is the biggest of my career because tomorrow, can you pause? Tomorrow we're going to celebrate 50,000 YouTube subs. It is one of the crowning achievements of my career, and the fact that we were able to push through a literal cancellation and still grow. Like, we had 2 negative days, but the month was still positive by leaps and bounds. We've never had a negative month in the history of my career. We hit 50,000 subs. We hit on YouTube. We hit 20,000 follows on Twitch. And yet, these are not the biggest announcements I'm going to announce tomorrow. What I'll tell you is, the announcement tomorrow is actually why I've been running around with my head cut off. A lot of people think that the drama that happened was like actually a big deal. It wasn't. It was very minuscule, really, compared to everything else that has been going on in my life, you know. So we're going to focus on the good and the moving of the forwards and have a good time with it. Tomorrow you're going to hear about that, chat. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time, chat. There was some drama a couple months ago, chat, and that's all I'll say about that. So, you know. we'll just move forward from that. He's making his own Twitch platform? No. We have to keep using Twitch. 50K YouTube subs still based on your work and dedication and everything else. That's right, Fuzi. That's right. Thanks, Vincious. So let me, Grinding Faith, I love that guess, but, when God decides, I would love that to happen. That would be great whenever that happens, you being tied to them. So let me sum this up because I'm the one that brought it up, so it's my fault, A couple months ago, we were the only Eve partner in the history of Eve partners to get suspended with the invite back. Other Eve partners have been removed and are not invited back. I'm invited back because there was a bunch of drama on Reddit and people were mad at me about an out of context clip, and the devs chose to side with the angry mob, is what happened. And that's okay. They're doing what they have to do. You guys know what I said back then, that the people that think they're my enemy are not my enemy. And I'm just going to keep making great content for y'all, and we'll just keep going. If that makes you upset, don't be, Chet. Don't be. Because it's just life. People think that success looks like this. It doesn't. Success looks like this. Okay? Right? All right. And this is not just true for me. This is true for all of you as well. People think this is success. It might have been that last month we were here, but now we're here. That's what success looks like. Oh, did I get the freaking fierce? I did. Yes, it is almost full cargo on purpose. Yes. Thank you, Deep, by the way. Thank you. So, didn't know about that. Just checked. Yes. So, correct. Totally correct, Louise. Yes. So that's all I'll say about that, chat. It is what it is. I rejoined after watching your video, chat plane. It's great to see you. So, totally great to see you. We're going to drop some ammo off in the station, correct? So the short answer is, so I would love that, Wolf, but, that won't be tomorrow's announcement. Whenever God decides, that will be when that happens. So success keeps going from those lows. Yeah. So, and that's true, apparently, but my favorite thing to say, and this is, you gotta pause it again. I hope that y'all take what happened to me as a lesson, that you don't have to worry if people lie about you. You can just keep on moving forward. Because when I was at oh wow, I haven't thought of this in a long time. So when I was at my first ever job, my first ever W-2, my boss was, I'm not gonna say a bad word because it might be kids. My boss was a certain hole on the human body, okay, where refuse comes out of. He was a very, very mean person. He was a meanie pants. He was a poop nose. He was a meanie face. That's right. And it was so bad, I was screenshotting Slack messages and emails, saving them into a folder, sending them to HR, and got met with silence. So what do I do at my first job, my first ever W-2? What do I do when this is happening? I screenshotted everything. I took it on the teeth. I kept getting, to be direct, abused at work. Not physically, but like emotionally, right? But I couldn't find the new job yet because it was my first ever W-2. And I'd only been working there for a couple months. So I didn't want people to go like, well, why did you leave after 2 months? So I stayed at that job for 2 years. I took it in the teeth. I learned what I could. I dealt with the guy with gritted teeth. I kept sending stuff to HR. Nothing happened, nothing. And when I got a new job, because of the experience I learned at job 1, in my exit interview, was the person that was like, so why are you leaving the company? And I went, okay, I've been sending you emails for about 2 years. My first question to you is, why haven't I received a single response? And their response was, I haven't know. I haven't seen those emails. I don't know. Ooh, chat, we have reds in a system. Ooh, we're turning around. We have high-sec ganking corps are here, chat. One sec. High-sec ganking corps. Pause story. Turn this right round, chat. Turn this right round. We got high-sec ganking corps showing up. We're going to turn this boat immediately around, and we're not going to go there. So I'm in the exit interview, right? Oh, I'm going to OPSEC for just a sec as well, so I can try to go find another spot. So the HR lady basically said that you are unable you sent it the wrong way, basically, was what she was saying. That somehow I had sent the messages in the incorrect fashion, and that was why they didn't get responded to. Total BS, obviously. Total bad faith kind of stuff. Because if a worker is getting abused, and they have evidence of it, and then your response is you didn't fill out the form correct, what does that say about them? So I got the new job, and I submitted all of the screenshots, all the emails to the HR lady during the exit interview. I also submitted them to her boss and to the CEO via an email and said, this is why I'm leaving the company. This has been happening for 2 years. I've sent this to HR, and this has not been happening, you know, so. And I was very calm, and you're right about that, Goku. I was very calm. I was like, look, I've been sending this to you for years, and you haven't done anything. And they were like, we didn't know, whatever. And I left with my head held high, knowing I did the right thing. Because I submitted the problems. I don't know what happened to the guy. I have no idea. It doesn't really matter to me what happened to him. Because I didn't let... The point of the story is I didn't let a bully negatively impact my future. I kept on doing good work at the job. And when I left, when the mean boss was surprised, my other coworkers were not. They were like, you know, Loru, they didn't call me Loru, obviously, but they're like, hey, Loru, good job. You know, we'll see you later. And I had a great time at the next job. It was a good time. This is something I'm not saying take abuse all the time, chat. I'm saying don't let bullies impact your future. That's what I'm talking about. That this is my individual case. Obviously, there's a lot of other individual cases out there. You have to gauge your own stuff. What I'm saying is life's too short to let people impact your future. So imagine I had just left that job after 2 months. Now I'm back to the drawing board and I can't find the job, and they're going to be like,
why'd you quit after 2 months?
Now it's going to be hard for me to find the job because they're going to think I'm unreliable. This was my first job, right? Once I stayed there for 2 years, I showed I'm reliable. And to be honest, it helped me practice making my spine more metal, you know, like I'm not who this person says I am. I am better than this person says I am. Just because they're not, you know, doing the right thing doesn't mean that that's happening. So, you know. And correct, exit interviews are definitely mitigating damage, 1,000%. So, you know, yes. Third time coming back to EVE after a period of 13 years, and was watching you and your videos, your energy. I love it. Vinicius, good to see you. Welcome back. Hey, welcome back to EVE Online. Oh, Shane coming in also, tier 1.
Out of your mind for 12 months. Yeah.
Look at that. So, you know, that's right, Ruckus. You got to carry your cross well, you know. Now, sometimes what that looks like is leaving the job. Let me give you a separate example. A completely different story. Okay. My wife was working at a company and a similar situation. I decided as her husband that I would take on more responsibility at my job and accept a promotion that meant more money, but more responsibility so that she could quit her job. And when we were better financially, it took about 4 months, maybe 5. She could then quit her job. And she did. She prayed about it. She decided she didn't want to stay at this job. It wasn't working. And I picked up the pieces I could as her partner and helped her to be able to leave her job. So she can work. My wife does not work at a job right now. She can. I don't care about that. But she doesn't have to. This is one of the great victories of my life. I gotta tell you, my door is shut, so she can't hear me right now. This is one of the greatest victories of my life. That my wife does not have to work. If she wants to get a job, she can. Duh. I'd like more money. Thank you. You know, let's go on a vacation more. I go get a job. But if she doesn't want to, she doesn't have to. Took me 10 years for that. Took me 10 years to be able to get my finances in order. No debt. Car's paid off. Mortgage is going well. No credit card debt. Took me a long time. Dave Ramsey plans all day, you know, trying to get well financially. So, you know. Now, all of that. Imagine my previous story. Imagine if I had just quit after 2 months. It would have been harder for me to get a job, would have pushed back all these other things, blah, blah, blah. So sometimes you just have to show up and do the work, even if it sucks. And this is not just about content creation. This is about all of us, right? So, and I think I might try it here. I might try it here, chat. And if I die in an enforcer, then I die, you know. Because call it a day. Call it a day. So let's do safe. Put this right here. So, love Dave Ramsey. I don't like everything he says, because some of the stuff he says is, in my opinion, incorrect. He says credit cards are bad. It kind of depends on the person. We use credit cards every single day, but I zero them out every single day. You know, I haven't paid interest on any credit card since I was like 22, 23. I just haven't, because I make sure of it. So, you know, love your content. You're the go-to Eve. Thank you for that. Deep, God bless you. Thank you for that, my friend. My wife owns a nail salon. I hope she makes it big. That's sick, Johnny. That's awesome. So I don't have to work anymore. Yo, dude, being a stay-at-home dad is not a meme. That is a great thing, because I don't care which parent stays at home. I think that's the goal, Johnny. That one of the parents stays at home to raise the kid. Because otherwise, you put the kids in a daycare and a stranger raises my children? No, you know. I'm not talking about school. I'm talking about like when they're young. I think that's the really awesome stuff, Johnny. That is definitely the way to do it. So, all right, chat, let's do T3 Abyss. Notice I said dog dad. Oh, either way. I'd love a kid whenever God decides, chat. You know, whenever God says, hey, it's your turn, I'm in. Electrical Abyss, let's do it. Dogs, yes. Woof. That's right. Puppers. Electrical Abyss, chat. Let's see about it. Now, the first thing, of course, we're going to get a nice Kiki room first, because the game hates me. We're going to make sure all of our spinny... Stop us right now. We're going to make sure all of our spinny bits are on. Oh, that's a keybind I'm going to have to get fixed. Okay, so we're going to... Let's put this right here just so I can make sure this is good. Let's lock up the Kikimoras. Kikimoras are first. Excellent. And we're going to just pick one immediately and just start shooting it. And then once the web is close as well, we're going to do that. And then we're going to get ready for this. We're going to keep doing this. We're going to go right for the bioadaptive cache. We're going to keep an eye. It's okay. It's okay. Easy. Hold, chat. Now, this is a room you could heat in this room. And we actually might, because we are taking a ton of damage from these Kikis. Oh my goodness, chat. We're going to have to heat our armor rep up a ton. Rest and power my entire fit. Are we going to have to get more tank on this? Oh, bring back this drone. Bring back... Chat, we might actually die to this Kikimora. Oh, use your web, Loru, this whole time. I haven't been using my webs. The Kiki room cometh. Chat. Get some 07s. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't pilot it right. They were right behind me, weren't they? They were right behind me. I didn't pilot it right. I should have been doing a transversal velocity. We go again. Let's just buy another one and just go again. What do y'all think? See, the gankers can gank me if I gank myself. This is what testing is for, chat. So what I was doing just now is, can I stop my ship so I can die? Are these guys really like, you know, can you please? What I was doing right there is, if I'm going this way, okay? If I'm going this way and the ships are all directly behind me, perfect, great. If I'm going this way and the ships are all behind me and they're also going this way, they're doing a lot of damage to me. I should have been going at a right angle and then get my transversal velocity up. That was on me, actually. That was 1,000% on me. And maybe 2 reps. I think you might be right. I think you might. Just seeing that alone, that was definitely a piloting error, and I'll just buy another one. But it also just might be 2 reps. So let's just do that. Let's remove this, and we're going to slap on another True Sancha. And I don't have the power grid for it. See, now it starts getting a little bit antsy and dicey and all the other zizzes. Do I need a large cat battery? Yeah, I do. So try using rapid lights. Okay. Mecha, hey, thanks for being Twitch
primed. Out of your mind.
And check the afterburner. Afterburner's fine. Tenement is the correct one. I actually, let's see if rapid lights do a little better, because they will have better application. They will have better application. Rapid light missiles. Throw these on. They'll also be easier to fit. Yeah, that might be better. Do I get a bonus to rapid lights? Light missiles. I don't get bonus to the rapid light flight times. But you know, I think that's okay. Leave 1 heavy for popping pods. That is what I do. But instead, we're going to use the drones for that. Because let me show you what I'm thinking instead, chat. Oh, we have to redo all of these too. Take out the heavy missiles. Take out the... We're going to... Since we died so handily, and since the whole point of the stream is to show you all what's up and to test, so I can spend my money to test and y'all can chill. What do we got? We got 39. That's plenty. Plenty. Don't need nothing. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Now, we're doing less damage. Okay? You can already see that. We're doing less damage. 430 DPS. We're doing less DPS. We might have to use hams. Might have to use hams because it's just a lot less damage. It's a lot less damage. So let's pull back the hams. Artie instead. Yeah, we can get rid of the autocannons. Yeah. We can get rid of, let's get rid of the autocannons first, and let's see if we could put another healer on there. Because the problem with that is we were just dying so quickly. The keys, no matter what I forgot to web, I was panicking, and I did not do the right things there, and I probably should have not had a single armor shield. Can we do more? Can we do... Hold. Can I do... Yeah, show me how close we are for the compact. Not close. Not even close. So some ships you just straight up cannot do those. We can fit this though. Okay, that sounds fine. Nosnoot, I hate those. I'm not good with them. I don't know how it goes. I'm just not good with them. Let's keep using projectiles. I am going to try to use autocannons because I want to be able to hit the frigates. Let's go by remaining resources. Let's do mediums. And I'm going to try to do... Do the duels have better tracking speed? There's our answer. We can only fit one. Let's go with this right here. And still can't. We're going to go down the thing here. Let's go for... Is this the dual tech? This is a tech 1 still, correct? Can I fit both? We're just barely over. You have a large cap battery? Damn right. Damn right. Oh, and I'm actually going to... I'm going to get a bigger cap battery here. We're going to use the Republic Fleet one so I can fit 2 of these guns. Because I want a little bit more room there. Let's go with the... Let's see if I can fit the 22s. Good. Can I fit the bigger one? Let me think about this. Okay. What do we think about a... I hate the micro warp drive. But what do we think about a micro warp drive? I might. Just because cruisers are just so frustrating. Why projectiles? Because we're going into electrical abyss and they do really good EM damage. That's why. So we still do, and that's a good question, by the way. Let's make this 3,000 missiles and make this, 2,750. And then we can make this 2,500 just to get some stuff back there. All right, 600 ammo. You have a large cap battery? Yes, I do. So I think this is better. Let's try the double heals. We died so fast. I don't like it. I think this is the right move. Was reactive on? Oh my god, did I even have it on, chat? Maybe it wasn't on. Somebody go back and tell me. Yeah, Kiki's did the most, obviously. I don't know. I think it was. Okay, let's save this as our next test. We've moved this around. It was on? Okay, see, that's even worse, though. That's even worse. We've moved this around. So now, we've got Hornets. Oh, we're not going to use skimmers. Okay. We're going to use Caldari Navy Hornets. And the drone's entire purpose is going to be to pop loot caches. That's their only purpose. Okay. The missiles are going to go after things. The guns are going to go after things. Do you need 2 missile mids? Yeah. Well, there's really nothing else I could put in the mids anyway. They're going to be that impactful. So it's a good question. Let's buy another one of these, chat. Let's buy another one. I think I have another Enforcer. And then, is there going to be a fleet today? No, there is not, because tomorrow we have our very, very big subathon. Is tomorrow. Very, very large stuff happening tomorrow, chat. We got trillions of S to give away. We got a 12-hour stream. It's going to be sick, fantastic, and awesome. Let's simulate this. Let's fit this boy. Let's do wowee. Okay, very nice. Love from Israel. Oh, 70, Emeka. Thanks for being here. So we got quite the worldwide fan base here. It's pretty awesome. Chat, if you're from a country that's not the United States, it's a big 07 to you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. It's good to have you. Happy to have you here. No matter where you're from, no matter what part of this lovely globe we all share, you are from, it's good to have you. Why do I have the wrong ammo? Dominion and then Republic Fleet. That's weird. Okay, sure. Wales 07. That's right. Lynn, it's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. We just died, Lynn, in T3 Abyss to a bunch of kikis. Ain't that just the way? Oh, you know what, Chad? I didn't use my hard shell either. There it is. Didn't use my hard shell either. Yeah. Let's go this way. Let's go do this. And let's go do this Abyss. Let's make sure that this ship is insured. Because always and forever. So, hey, from Belgium, from Sweden. My goodness. From Australia, from South Africa. Wow. Wales. Norway. Man, y'all are awesome. Awesome. 07 to the people. Good to have you. You just get too distracted chatting and forgot the filaments. Did I forget them again? No, they're right there. This time I got it. So, love the Hecates. Love the Hecates. Put this guy right here. Put these guys like this. Oh, I have 2 heals now. 2 heals. Oh, one of these was the wrong keybind, correct? Yes. Let me come into here really quick. And modules. Yes. Good. Yep, I don't care about that. All to those, and then medium power slots. Correct. Okay, I'm an MMO player, chat. Everything has to be bound. Everything has to have a keybind. Some of y'all click too often, too much. Ladies and gentlemen, some of y'all click too often, too much. That's right. So, all right. Here we go. Now I can just with my fingers. Alt, Q, W, E, boom. All of those are now on. All of those are ready to go. I can turn these on and off as needed. Okay, I can just boop, boop. How's our capacitor with 2 of these? I didn't look. 2 minutes, it should be fine. Electrical Abyss should be fine because it's just such a tight ship. There's not a lot of room to really get anything done, you know? Not a lot of room. Keybind video when? Thank you for that. Is that something y'all would like? A keybind video? I think that's got to go into the next Eve tip video. Making an entire video about keybinds. I don't know if that sounds like a very good, engaging content, you know? Chat, type 1 if you would like that. I maybe prove me wrong. Type 1 if you would like a keybind video. Let's see. Press F1, useful video. I mean, we'd make it more than that, obviously. So, okay, all right. Sounds like y'all would like that. So, honestly, 1, show enough. That was my cargo. We're gonna have to go drop off half of our ammo, probably. Half. So, I have everything bound, but it's mandatory. So 1, there it is. So, how to copy it? We just learned how to do it today. Whenever you warp, that happens, Goku. Yeah. We just learned how to do it today using the Rift tool. My God, that was awesome. What a great tool. I'm going to use that thing a ton, chat. Man. The fact that it's free. Amazing. See, Darkin, you understand. I was never in a big raid guild. We were number 3 on the server back in the day for Black Temple. We killed Illidan 3rd. I mean, we were serious, but we weren't like world first serious. And I was the rogue officer in during that era of my guild. And I was helping all the people to know how to do better DPS, macros, keybinds. I've been doing guides for a long time, chat. That's when I was like 18, 19, and I'm at least 21 now. I'm older now, champ, so, you know, that's what that is. Thanks so much for that, of course. Oh, Ipsa gave you a sub. That's right. Enjoy it, my friend. Does it let you restart your PI extraction from the tool? Can you say that again? You're not even in the game? And it lets you restart it? The amount of time I can save. amazing. I'm making guys for stationers at 49. Good. Keep on doing it, man. Keep on doing it. There's no way someday FC will let us do PI from a mobile app. I think it should be. I don't think there's a reason I think there's no reason that PI should not be on your phone. I think that it should be on your phone. It's the perfect phone thing. Minus Guild Wars Reforged, which you guys and gals know I've been doing that a ton. A lot of Guild Wars Reforged on my phone. It's just so easy. It's so easy. So maybe FC will do that. Because are you using Rift? Not right now, but I'm gonna be after we interviewed the guy today. We interviewed the owner of Rift literally today. So it was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Got a Gila. PI for mobile will be S tier. It really would be awesome. Because there's a lot you could do with it too. It doesn't have to be in its current form. Did you see that Guild Wars 2 is doing a WoW thing with houses and decorating? No way! Guild Wars 2 got housing now too? Man. Good job, Chaplain. Nice. It's worth it just for the warnings. I agree. Guild Wars 2 is doing housing. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 is going to be a game that we get going. We're gearing up for that. I told y'all about a month ago, within a month or two, we were going to start doing Guild Wars 2 on stream. So why use this ship over hacks? Why use any ship? Have fun. Have fun. The purpose of this ship and this test is not what is the best ship. The purpose of this is to see, can we do this Abyss? Can we do it? Let's find out. Let's see if we can. I wish you tried Lord of the Rings Online back in the day. Back in the day, that's right. The guide I like is how to use trig ships for PvE or something similar. We have a couple Potchfin guides about that, freeing hills. We have a couple trig ships for Abyss as well. They excel at multi-boxing, with that said. They're just okay for normal missions, and they really excel at multi-boxing. So go check out our Potchfin playlist. It'll go well with you. So, chat, take 2 of this Enforcer Abyss. Let's see what we can get into inside of the Abyss. We got some Devoteds coming in. So what we're going to do, we're going to start immediately, and we're just going to get away. We're just going to go into the opposite direction, because the Devoted Knight is going to be something nasty, and we're going to start popping any caches that we can, and we're just going to start getting away from these guys before we do anything else good. These guys are coming in close. What's the range on our missiles? Range on the missiles is 31. We want to try to hold that. And then I'm going to throw my drones out. We're getting sensor damped as well and all the other stuff. Let's just keep holding here and see if stuff gets close to me. This is a cruiser Abyss, so it's going to be a little bit slower than the other stuff. We're going to turn in just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. We're going to try to go towards the loot caches. That's really one of the main focuses here. Good. So we see stuff starting to get within range of us. These guys are starting. These guys... We're keeping the night locked for the moment it's in range of us. We're going to bring the drones back. This is now within range of our missiles. Very, very good. Let's start hitting that. Let's throw the drones out onto the Devoted Lookout. Once the Devoted Knight gets in range of our stuff within 25, we're going to start doing that. We could also use our missile stuff to do that. It's about to get spicy, chat. Get ready, get ready. So everything's coming in. Good, good, good. We're going to use our guns here as well. We're going to use our guns here as well. Let's hit everybody. There we go, chat. There we go. Big damage coming in. Big damage coming in from all the Devoted. So let's just make sure that we're hitting everything that's within range. We are still taking it in the freaking teeth with this. I'm so surprised by this. Let's keep piloting away from things. We might need the micro warp drive, like actually. We might need the micro warp drive because we're just still taking it even with 2 of these on. So I need to also web things, chat. Can you believe? I'm also losing drones. I'm losing drones and I haven't been remembering anything. So far, this is not going well. I got to tell you, this is just not going well. And I'm seeing why people do not use this ship in the Abyss. It's just, it might be a little bit too tight. It might be a little bit too tight for it. So let's drop the MTU down right here. Oh, let's use my hard shell. Definitely pop the old hard shell. Definitely pop the old hard shell. Good stuff, good stuff. And let's make sure Cap's good. Let's keep on looking at other extraction nodes to go get stuff. Good, good. What's the range on my guns? 22. Okay, so we're holding now. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Let's try to turn off one of our heals here. Try to turn off one of our heals here. Okay, let's keep on doing this. Very good. Let's keep throwing the drones out at those things. And where's the Knight? The Knight is kind of behind me. We're going to get ready to take a ton of damage. A ton of damage. So, I love this ship, but it's subpar. It really is. And I'm glad that I'm showcasing this to y'all, because a lot of the times that we do this content, We already lost a drone, by the way. The content that we do is not just what is the most meta ship. I like doing tests for the people, for the community. So let's try to keep this is at 31. Good. We can start hitting the knight. We can start hitting the knight. Let's keep hitting him. Let's try to keep him within this much. Let's orbit this guy within like 25. Let's orbit him within like 25. We got one armor rep on just to make sure our cap's good. And the guns, and look, we're starting to take it in the teeth as well just because we got a little bit in range. Fall off is only 22 with this, but we're still taking a ton of damage. I'm going to put my drones out just to try to pepper in some extra DPS. Call it a day. Once the knight is dead, we'll go back out after the MTU and do that. Orbit him within 25. So we're holding. We're holding. But it was pretty dicey there for more than a moment. It was pretty... We'll pull back the drones because we don't need to lose our drones out of this. Now we'll go after the pack rat. We'll go towards... This is the one good piece of... and once we're within 20, we can start webbing stuff. So some stuff that I forgot in that room, I forgot to web right away. And I might have been able to use my missile guidance computers in between rooms to get a little bit of extra range at the start of the room. That's actually what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Let's reload these guys. Let's turn this off. And I'm going to swap to missile range script and just have these ready to go. Okay. And when I do that, we are at 37. We're at 37. Okay. Very, very nice. Let's loot this. Let's suck up this tractor beam boy, and let's keep going forward. Let's keep going forward. I'm now going to approach this guy. Where's my ship? I'm stuck in trash, the typical abyss. So we start at 36. Sorry, 37 out. Okay. Very nice. The rep boost bonus on the ship is pivotal. I agree, and this is actually one of the reasons why I think this fit would work. But I have bad security standing to get this work. So, the rapid lights are heavies. These are hams. These are heavy assault missiles. Heavy. We're going to start with... Oh, this is the wrong ammo, dude. Let's put in the right ammo, and I'm going to trash this. I have the wrong ammo here. We're just going to jettison that because we don't need it. Is what it is. Keep this going. Okay. MTU's in. We lost the drone there because it wasn't paying attention. Decent on the flying. Let's see if we can do this right. And see if without the extra bonus, we can get this going. Security status is big. I totally agree. Totally agree. What do we got? So we've got a bunch of FELDs. Let's just go this way at the start. Let's just start by immediately going this way. Let's turn this on. We got a lot of these. Let's do the null charger first. Okay, let's do the null charger first and the target painters next. Let's get within 37. Good. We're within just barely the range. We start throwing out that. And let's start popping all of the loot caches. Let's throw you here. Where are these loot caches? They're kind of behind me, so we can sort of go this way. See how they're within 20 of me now? Let's start doing this. Let's start doing the gun as well. Let's start doing missile precision script just to make sure that we're hitting all of the big damage on these guys. Very, very nice. And let's keep going towards these. Good. That was that one done. Excellent. Let's do stagger the armor. And we're going to go for the illuminators first. We're going to hit this. We're going to hit this. Let's make sure we're watching our drone HP as well. Make sure we're watching our drone HP as well. And they're right on top of me. So let's get away from everything else. And this is going to be a much more chill room, it looks like. Much more chill room. Let's go towards the entrance here. Very nice, very nice. Good. That one's dead. And then make sure all of the DPS is on the right thing. Hit this. And then where's the last extraction nodes? All the way over there. That's fine. We're just never going to get that. That is what it is. Let's keep going towards this guy right here. We're going to drop our MTU now. We're going to drop it now, and we're going to orbit this at around 15. Let's start there. What's next? We've got just a bunch of, like, Lancers, Spearfishers. The rest of this doesn't really matter, so we can just kind of pick and choose as needed what we want to kill. So let's pull back our drones. We don't need to lose our drones to something dumb. Now it's just a matter of orbiting and, like, surviving. So if I turn this off, let's get maximum application with this. If I turn this off, our missiles go out to 25, and this is fine. We want to maximize our missile application on these. So we're going to let the orbits happen. And I'm going to try to tank this with just one armor rep on, even though we don't have the best stuff for this because we're not plus security status. Okay, so far so good in this room. Cake walking at the moment. Yeah. That 3% bonus on the hard shell definitely helped us a lot. So, and we're holding. The MTU's sucking up stuff. We're not worried about stuff. We're doing really good damage to this guy. Really good damage. The long-range webs make it super easy. Already I'm seeing that this ship can do T3 Abyss. but it's not going to be necessarily viable for it unless you have maximum security status. We'd be doing so much better if we had rank 4 and rank 5 on our security status. We'd have 40% more heals. So, curious what the reactive is. The reactive is currently sitting at 30% EM, 30% thermal. So you can see that we're up to 65% thermal and 55% EM. So for some reason, EM is much lower. Oh, EM's lower because we're in Electrical Abyss. Duh. Duh, bro. Duh, bro. So we do have to start thinking about the MTU and where it is. We're going to start heading towards the MTU because why not? We're going to call out our drones just to kind of pepper in a little bit of damage. If anything, I should have been using them randomly, intermittently. So the ship scales off security status. That is correct. That is actually the main reason I wanted to make a guide for this ship, because it is so intriguing. If you are a very big Care Bear, you can get 50% more armor rep and shield boost. 50% is a lot with these. A lot. It's going to make or break this fit, as you can see. As you can see. Because we were doing just okay in the last room. Imagine my heals were 50% higher. We'd be doing a lot more damage. Okay, a lot more. So, how to raise Concord rating? It's your security status. What is my ship doing, dude? Go towards this. I did not give you a direction to go the other way. Thank you. So, bring back the drones because they're taking some damage. Another reason to bring the Caldari Navy Hornets, because they just survive easier. Okay, very good. Let's quickly stop this guy. Let's make sure we're topped up. Very good. Let's reload everything. Make sure... I did some bad navigation here. This should have been... I should have been already at the MTU and already going there. So, you can raise your security status through a lot of different ways, Jen. A lot of different ways. So, mission killing NPC? Yes, yes. So, the bad thing I did with this is this kind of stuff where you're unable to... let's turn these off, actually. Where you're unable to get to the MTU quicker is going to really lessen your ISK per hour. It's one of those things that if you get better with the ship and pilot it well, you're going to increase your ISK per hour by a ton. A ton. So, what sex status do you need to max that? 5. Well, 5, it takes a long time to get there. It takes a long... Security status is not other standings. It's different from the rest of the standings. So as we kind of approach, I'm going to turn this on. What's the cycle is 10 seconds. Is that it? No, wait. It feels like it's much longer. 10 seconds. So let's just turn this on. Oh, let's also turn off the reactive in between each room. Remember, cycle the reactive each room to reset it. Very important, actually. Very important. Not sure what you need to change for an MWD. Yeah, it's one of those things. Let's turn back on our reactive here, and let's get into the next room. Let's check out the Enforcer Abyss and see what kind of tests we can do for this. All right, so we got some more Kikis and some big bad stuff. Let's go this way. Let's just get the hell away from these. And let's get ready, because these guys are going to come in close very, very fast. We have some ghostings as well. Let's get some precision scripts. Let's turn this on really quick, and we're going to get ready to use our drones against these. The Kikis are first by a long shot. Maybe I could cheekily take out the Damavik first before it comes in. I'm going to throw my drones out on this Kiki really, really quick. And we got a missile range script. They might be going after my drones already. Let's hit... They're kind of orbiting the Dracovic. Okay, so they're orbiting the Dracovic, so let's go down. Let's go down. And the missiles are within 31k, so let's do a little bit of damage to these guys. The Dracovic is going to be tough nut to crack, but still, we'll turn on one of our armor reps now just to start this. The Kiki is taking some damage from our drones here. We got to get within range of this thing. We got to start... The ghosting is going to make it really hard for us to hit with our missiles. So I think we're gonna not use this one as well. And we're going to go for... What are we with single? 25k? Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's go for another missile precision, because we're going to need it. And we're going to have to get in a little bit closer here. We're going to have to get a little bit closer here. So the drones are doing good work somehow. I don't know. I honestly don't know how. A bunch of Hornets are killing a bunch of Kikis right now. They shouldn't be able to do this. My goodness. Let's turn our guns on. Here we go. Let's immediately taking a bunch of damage from these guys. We have to stop the DPS right now. There's nothing I can do except heat these right now. We just have to take out the Kikis immediately. So, and we have to... They're moving away from us, and they're heading towards a speed cloud, bro. They're moving away from us and into a speed cloud. Dude, give me another missile precision script right now. Give me, in fact, I might have to use double missile range for this out to 20, 18. Yeah, I have to, because they're just spider tanking to Kingdom Come. And look, we have to go straight towards them to be able to do this. This is a nightmare. This is terrible. What's this range? 22, hit it. Hit it, 19, good. Let's hit missile range, and I'm gonna have to heat the other one as well when I'm doing this. My goodness, let's try to do this. 23. Let's heat the web just so we can snag this nerd and then unheat it to make sure we don't burn out our stuff here. All right, once we can take out one of the Kikis, then we'll be much, much better. Let's keep on looking at our drones as well. We're barely tickling the Kikis because they're just following this guy. We're trying to manually pilot our stuff really well, but it's just tough nuts to crack with all of the remote ramps, even with all the damage that we're doing with this. This sucks. Missiles aren't affected by the speed cloud. I mean, yes, they are, is the like short answer. So I have to hit the ghosting Kikis first. Have to. There's no other option. We've got double missile precision scripts on this. It's 24 km away. I'm going to have to keep this Kiki at range. The problem is they're spooling on me. Do you understand? I'm gonna heat this. They're spooling on me, so we're fighting a losing battle right now. I'm gonna keep this Kiki at range, and I'm gonna just try to snag it with the web. I heated it. I was able to get it. We're just barely in missile range, 22k. We're taking a ton of damage as we keep the Kiki at range. I have to do something. I'm gonna heat everything I have here, because at this rate, we're just gonna die to all of the spool damage. I'm trying to turn around. I'm trying to move the ship. This sucks. Yeah, Chad, this is such a good test. I hope you're seeing to not use the Enforcer in its current rate in the Abyss, because we're going to burn out our guns, we're going to burn out our stuff, we're going to burn out everything. Spool on me. We're going to die to this. The triple ghosting Kikis. We might, by the skin of our teeth, be able to get out, but no. We took all of the drugs. You need to have the Enforcer have really good armor to be able to do this, and we did not. Have the, what's it called? The armor rep bonuses. Look at this. You need to have this. This is now a must. Have to have it. The Kikis were ghosting, reducing our missile effectiveness. They're orbiting the Drake, so they're moving away from us. We can't kill them because they're spider tanking, because of the ghostings. So, craziness. We did not split gun types. We used what we had available in the high slots, So we need the security bonus. Absolutely. This is not a want for this ship. If we were healing 50% better, we would have given us back the time. Okay. We didn't have that time because we didn't have the 50% armor rep bonus. It is a need. There's your answer, chat. Don't use the Enforcer in the Abyss unless you have some interesting stuff. So we're not going to make a video on this. This is one of the first ones in a long time where we're not going to make a video. Dark Witch coming in. We have a person.
Twitch Dark Watch. Twitch Prime. It's out of your mind.
And good to see you. So, Okay, chat. Not using this fit. Not at all. No, thanks. Even with the hard shell, not enough. No. That sounds fun. Mr. Watch. I like that. So, no need to make the video. No. I'll tell you what did work. What did work was the missile range scripts. These were like vital to this thing being complete. But imagine this was 50% better, Imagine instead of 110 HP a second, we're getting 200 HP a second because each one is 50% better. We literally double our stuff. So, Exile Booster would have given more rep. That's true. But at that point, you know what I mean? For T3s, that ain't worth it. This is actually the first ship I've seen that I am not going to make a video on the Abyss for because it's straight up not good. Not good. We did the Pacifier Abyss, and while it was expensive, it worked. We had no problems because it was so quick. We could speed tank stuff. The Enforcer, it just didn't. Not able to tank stuff. So, right. If we need to use an Exile Booster for a T3, that's not going to fly. Well, chat, that's that. we did a nice test for y'all. Listen, tomorrow, unless we get a hype train right now, we're going to end the stream. We're going to raid out the category because I got to prep for tomorrow. Tomorrow's our big subathon. Don't be late. Don't miss it. And let's see who we can raid in the category. Tomorrow's our very big subathon, y'all. We're going to have a great time with that. Warping Wombat doing the Iron Man challenge looks great. Looks nice. Excellent. I'm going to try to see who I'm going to raid out today. Okay. I saw Wombat's live, but he's on the Fenris thing. I don't necessarily want to... I don't want to necessarily raid somebody on the Fenris channel because it'll become about me, and I want that stream to be about them. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. So, who's this guy? I don't recognize this guy. So, what's this? Hero plays. Day 3 scavenger challenge.
That is good. Having some knocks in there.
He's scavenging, chat. Well, this guy's getting raided. I don't know him, chat. Let's raid this man's. When you get to Hero plays, go follow this person. Following is free. You can do that, and then you can always unfollow somebody a little bit later if you don't like it. It's no problem. Always follow the streams, chat. It helps a ton. Thanks for a great stream today. Good tests. One of the first ever times we tested a ship that is just not good at the Abyss in its current form. Glad I got to spend some money so y'all don't have to make the similar expensive mistakes. Chat, when you get to this person's stream, type Loru raid. Yeah. We'll see you tomorrow. Great show today, chat. Had a good time hanging out. We'll see you tomorrow for the big Gaia Yeet. 50,000 subs, 3 trillion ISK being given away in a 12+ hour stream tomorrow. We'll see you then. Type Loru raid. Yeah. Chat, we'll see you then. Loru raid. Yeah. Did I not type /raid? I'm typing it now. I'm gonna keep doing it. Loru raid. Yeah. They disabled raids. Hold. I can't raid them. They disabled raids. It says I'm not allowed to raid them. Okay. Bro, you need to enable raids, okay? You know, the YouTube frogs that went there. Sorry, YouTube frogs. Guess we're raiding DM4Ds. I love DM4Ds. He's fantastic. So we're going to raid DM4 because he's fantastic. Always enable raids. I don't know what that guy's doing, chat. Anyway, we're going to DM4D's channel. Do this instead. He gets some free follows. That's fine. And when you get there, type Loru raid. Yeah. That's the way the cookie crumbles. You know, see you next time. Loru raid. This time properly. See you tomorrow for the big stream. See you soon.